Hey, everybody, it's Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. Welcome to the Giant Bombcast, presented to you by our friends at Deku Deals. I am your dear host, Jan Ochoa. Joining me, co-captain of the ship. He doesn't need any cameras to capture his likeness. He's punching all the lenses in the mouth. Co-captain of the ship, Jeff Grubb.
Hey, they have cameras on the web now. I'm just going to use one of those.
We have the ultimate surfer of the web. That's right. He's hanging 10 and hanging loose and maybe hanging some other things. Dan Reichert.
I'm here checking out the IRCs. That's what the kids that know the internet do, right?
That's
I keep
right.
hearing that phrase. I've never really known what an IRC is, but it seems popular.
Dan and I had an extended talk about this. It was a dear heart-to-heart where we didn't quite know. Master of all things dark on the internet, including IRC and RSS feeds and other things that you've heard for years now and have been too scared to actually figure out why or what they are. Jeff Bakalar.
Yeah, that's probably what would expose me the most is my IRC history if I ever ran for position.
Do you know what that thing is too? Is that like the dark web?
No.
Nope.
It was inter-relay chat, I believe is what it's.
How do people access this? How is this?
You access it daily.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true
but like,
too.
is it
Discord
a website
is
you
that,
go
basically,
to?
right?
Well, and when you access it, it's Twitch chat. Twitch chat still uses IRC.
Oh, it's
protocol.
IRC?
What?
That's
So wait,
pretty
is
sure.
that still like the main thing that all the like techies use to talk to each other?
No,
Is Twitch IRC or is it ICQ? I think it's IRC.
ICQ, that little.
ICP.
Speaking about
Right. Oh, that's what I'm
ICQ,
thinking of.
I see a cutie right over there because he's the bad boy of games media. He doesn't need a collar because he's popping off all the buttons and all the shirts. He's reloading his fists like that one guy in that one movie. We all know the reference. We love the gif. Mike Minotti.
I'm stroking my fist. Pachoo.
Okay, I take it back.
What?
Wait, like you mean like you were cocking it like Henry Cavill in
Yeah.
that one movie?
Where he grows the beard really fast because of the way they edited it, and his shirt grows a pocket.
And
You know
shirt
that?
grows a pocket. Yeah. Was that a shoot? Like, or was because the people were like, no, that's just an optical illusion. I'm like, it really
No.
looks like that
It
shirt
looks
grew
like
a
it
pocket.
grows, and the beard gets
Yeah.
darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that what you meant, Mike?
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, thanks for listening to us here at giantbomb.com. I'm going to throw it to Grubb here because Grubb has the spiel on lock as to how to, help us over here.
I'll do my best. Yeah, we're going to explain ourselves like we do on Game S Mornings. Hey, we're Giant Bomb. We're independent games media. I'm sure many of you listening to this are aware of that fact. We are out here doing this on our own.
Everyone else
and
do
you
it.
can support us by
Everyone
going to
else do
Giant
it.
Bomb. This is perfect. Yeah, everyone. Okay, yeah, there we go. You can support us by going to giantbomb.com/join and become a premium member. It means a lot if you do. What it gets you is a lot of cool goodies, a lot of freebies, but what it really gets you is the assurance that we're going to be out here, continue to do our thing. I know people really are looking for a home base for video games right now where it's like, okay, things are changing, but I want to have something familiar. We're going to try to continue to be that, and you can ensure we continue to do that if you go to giantbomb.com/join. Become a premium member, and thank you to everyone who already has. It's we notice it, we see it. It means a lot. We see the names roll in on our roster there, and it means the world. So thank you, everybody.
And I'm constantly watching all of you in whatever IRC chats, Discord chats, forum chats, whatever. I'm watching you fondly. And also shouts out to Deku Deals.
Watching them fondle?
Fondly.
Fondly.
Right in the gut, like the mic check now.
Oh, man.
He's just filthy.
Right in
today.
the slut gut over here.
We had like Chuck kind of just like volunteer to be like our IT guy. If anyone wants to volunteer to be our HR, we'll take that as well.
No.
No? Okay.
Thank you.
It's probably for the best. DekuDeals.com/giantbomb. Also, shouts out to Deku Deals. Go make a list. Go get some savings. You'll hear more about them later on during the ad break. But also, you know what you're going to hear from? You're going to hear from Dan Reichert. You're going to hear from Grubb. You're going to hear from Mike Minotti. You're going to hear from Kayla, Team Kayla, and our dear friend Turbo Sean this Saturday because Extra Life is coming to you boys, how long are you planning on going?
We have loose things we're throwing around as far as incentives. We got a big list of games and everything. I'm getting all that stuff set up this week. As far as time, it's going to be a long one. We're going to start after lunch. This typically starts in the afternoon and goes late into the night. So we'll say that is the intention again this time. So we don't have a specific time frame yet. Let's say noon. Let's say noon Central will start, and then we will go late.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard some loose shenanigans. We talked about a silly idea yesterday, and I love how all of them involve Mitch.
Is it the one? Can I say the one that Mitch agreed to last night that I'm very excited about?
Yes.
Okay. For TBD incentive, if we reach, we're going to Quan Chi Mitch and make him play up through the Fujin fight and Mortal Kombat mythologies in my sauna. And we'll have like a GoPro in there or something. So he will be fully make-upped out. And then also there's Bluetooth in the sauna. So we will have the mythologies music blasting through the sauna as we blast
Bluetooth in the sauna definitely is a sentence.
I guess we hear muffled from the other room, you can trust a sorcerer sometimes.
Yeah, so I'm going to be setting up GoPros in my bathroom and shit.
Mikey, is the strat to do the makeup before going into the sauna or as you are in the sauna?
No, we have to do it before.
I need a mirror. You gotta have, I can't just do it in the sauna. It's meticulous stuff.
No, you have to look into a pool of water as you do it.
Yeah. I have to be in a sensory deprivation chamber. Exactly.
Also, speaking about Extra Life, shouts out to everyone that has been a part of the Giant Bomb team on Extra Life, raising tons of money for a good cause, helping the kids out there. Specifically, shouts out to Anthony Thomas, raising an obscene amount of money, all for charity. We love and appreciate all y'all for being part of Team Giant Bomb. And I also love and appreciate our dear friends at Main Gear. Go to maingear.com/giantbomb. You can get some of the customized face plates that we have all designed. Go buy a PC as well. You know, we're due to be inside for a while because of the colder months. Why not go snuggle up next to a lovely new PC?
I'm doing it right now.
Exactly.
And someone buy Mike's plate. He's real upset about it.
No,
It makes me sad.
Buy it
Can
and
we
then
peel
return
the plates
it.
off of while it's on?
Yeah, I mean, just
we can only my plate is selling in a good way and not Mike's specifically.
I got my Macho Man. Look at the Macho Man.
No, that's
might
legally
play
distinct
time up
wrestler person. That's legally distinct wrestler
Legally, it could
person.
be anyone. It could be anyone.
Could be anybody.
Yes.
Dr. Wrestling, I think they call him. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Mr. Headlock, okay? That's who that is. Someone buy Mike's very specific plate to him and only him.
Mike, if it makes you
incredibly
feel better,
specific.
I don't think anyone has bought. Okay. If it makes you feel better, no one's bought my plate with me and the cool S on it. Does that help
Doesn't
you?
make me feel better. We should all thrive. We should all be thriving
We should
together.
all
could
be
heroes.
thriving.
Hey.
Agreed.
Hey, Mike, I'll buy your plate
Yo.
if you buy my plate.
Aw,
That's a no, by the way, when he laughs like that.
that is the most dismissive laugh no I've ever heard. I'm sure you would like that,
So I'm not
motherfucker.
spending $100 on
Why would I
you.
buy your plate? It's personally customized for you.
Why would I buy your plate then? I've never seen your dog.
I don't know your dog.
I never thought about it like that.
Man.
Mikey rolled up to like our pre-show, just saying, guys, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. And you know what? That is the energy I welcome. I welcome Mikey not at 100% because Mikey at 100%, the tree skews to a different direction in where the energy is going.
That's gonna be tough for Mikey because like when he's mad, he's very entertaining. When he is sleep deprived, as we saw at the bombathon, very entertaining. When he's sick, he's very entertaining. So you just give him a negative status effect, and he gets a boost to charisma.
Yeah, we need like a non-bard. We need someone around him just to upset him constantly. I guess that's us.
God.
Well,
I guess
that's
us.
you two.
Wow, who could possibly fill this role? What a big mystery. Who could it be? Wow.
And if it's not these two, it's Christian.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Christian for doing some stuff for the Giant Bomb Extra Life over the weekend as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I caught a little something when I was in DC for that wedding, which was a good time.
Did you catch
me and
a
my
virus
girlfriend-
from Chuck?
No, I caught it with like the other person in our group who did like say like I think I'm a little sick, and it's like, well, we live in an Airbnb together. What are we gonna do, right? I'm not gonna be like, well, you have to stay away. It's fine.
Get that shit out of your system before you come to Minnesota.
I'm trying. Yeah. So
Jeff's already got the that's his gimmick here.
Yeah, no, I'm working on getting some butt stuff happening again. Don't worry.
Whoa.
Butts. Okay, all right. That's a good way to talk about it.
It's going to be, I have to make precautions for that bathroom involving butt stuff because the cat has one of its litter boxes in that bathroom.
Right.
And that cat has the most nuclear shits ever. So like literally today, I usually take my shit down here because it's got a bidet here. I took it upstairs because like for like an hour after it shits, even after I've cleaned out the litter box and dumped it and everything and spray shit everywhere.
And what's this cat eating?
Cat food. It's like last night I got in the sauna. The sauna's in that room too. So you imagine sitting in a sauna and everything just smells like cat shit.
Just bacon in it.
I know. So I got to make sure if we're going to be streaming for a long time down there because it fucks up the whole floor.
Oh my God.
We're going to keep that door shut. Keep that cat out of there.
This is a
We
great.
can throw it in there when Mitch is in the
what
Quan
a
Chi
great
sauna.
time
why are
to
you
tell.
torturing me?
It's like,
What the hell?
come to my home. Here's
Okay.
what it has to offer.
I want to be clear. I know it's funny when I'm mad. You can't just torture me because it amuses you.
For the kids.
You know, this is
You
a
hate kids.
what a that's the ultimate irony here. What a great time to recommend or have a friend or someone listen to the podcast for the first time, and we just talk about nothing but saunas and cat poop.
No, we crushed it.
Yeah, we crushed
Yeah.
it. We hit all the
we'll-
boxes already, y'all.
We'll keep the door shut so we don't have the cat shit down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Dan, do you just have like a regular litter box or one of the cool washing machine looking ones?
We got two of the washing machine ones.
Two?
We got one here and one upstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a couple options. Yeah.
All right. Fantastic.
And then we have to put up fences around everything because dumbass dogs want to just eat cat shit. So we have to put up all these goddamn fences and stuff. It's a nightmare.
Have they not learned to not eat the cat poop?
No, we didn't.
They want more.
That's the thing. They did it and they get sick, and then it's like, oh, I want more of that. And it's like, you dumbasses. And like, so we have to like fully block everything off like crazy.
Cool. Great. How's everyone else doing?
So we'll have an incentive where Mitch eats cat shit.
Great.
Yo, that's awesome.
Cool.
Awesome stuff.
Me and my girlfriend met Chuck and his wife for dinner the one night. That was nice.
How was dinner?
Dinner was great. I embarrassed myself though. I made a damn fool of myself.
How?
Right, because the check came, and like Chuck's like, "Well, we'll split it." Right? I'm like, "Yeah, we'll do it, dude." So I got out my card, whipped it down in there. I was like, "I got to go to the bathroom, be right back." And then I came. It was already paid, and I see on the table my grocery store savings card. And I'm like, "Oh no, that's what I gave them." And then like,
Have you been
I'm
drinking?
I'm not done.
He's not
As
done.
I was fumbling to get back on the table, I accidentally got the tablecloth of the table next to me stuck on my shoe somehow, and I almost knocked all their shit over. I caught myself halfway through that though, and they were just like, "What?" And I was like, "Ugh," and I was like,
Your shoe? Did you tuck
What?
Did you tuck the
I don't know how it
tablecloth
happened.
into your
I think
shoe?
I think it got like caught between my shoe and my thigh as I was maneuvering.
Your shoe and your
shoe
thigh?
and your thigh?
You're a tall
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
What?
Were you walking like Dorf?
I don't know what happened. It all happened
Were you
so
already?
fast.
Were you inebriated?
Wait.
No, I was because I was so hungover that day, basically.
Someone has to explain the
Look,
physical
look,
world
this
that
move.
we
I'm trying to get
occupy.
No,
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
All right,
For the
he's-
audience-
Oh no! Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump!
Fucking die.
No, like
standing
this.
on
that. Don't do that.
Wait,
What are you doing?
Oh!
he was pirouetting.
He's gonna fall.
He's standing on his spinning office chair on one foot.
He just did the crane kick from Karate Kid.
Okay,
Oh my
you know what?
God.
It makes sense now. It doesn't, but it makes sense now because I thought it was his shoe to the same thigh, not
did
the
too.
opposing
I did too.
thigh.
It's still
Yeah.
weird and confusing.
But still, how's the tablecloth get caught in there?
It was a tight fit between our table and the next. It's one of those tables where like there's just like a long row of basically like of a bench, you know, and they just put
Yeah.
as many tables in there, like tight packed to fit seating as possible. And so I was on that thing.
So did they
Also,
take your
I was-
Giant Eagle Advantage card?
No, they did not accept that as payment.
So
And now Chuck's trying to be cute. I'm like, all right, Chuck, just tell me what I can Venmo you. He's like, maybe I will. And I'm like, Chuck, you son of a bitch. I'll just send you.
Well, you
a
clearly
large-
didn't want to pay because who would not check the card?
I'm just gonna send him a large sum of money soon. Also, I was underdressed. I didn't know the place was going to be kind of nicer, so I had a fucking Kermit the Frog shirt on in there.
No, that's appropriate.
You got to let us guess next time, Mike, what's on your shirt. All right, let us guess.
This cavalcade of just poor decisions and unluck. Wow. Wait.
It was a nice meal, though.
Explain to me.
Yo,
how do you get how is your like frequent shopper card that accessible and mistakable for a real life adult credit card?
Yeah,
So-
did you see? Wait. There, Chuck posted this on Blue Sky. It's even less looking like a credit card than you think.
now from
It's
that
the most
perspective,
grocery store loyalty card thing you've ever fucking
wait a
seen.
second. Let me explain
Let me see
myself.
here.
Okay.
Let me
Let me
see.
explain myself. What it is like right next to where my debit card is, and they're both kind of blue. All right.
Oh my god!
much-
This has the lamination peeling on it.
How much cash did you have in your wallet that day?
Still the $19?
$8,000.
No, it's more than that. I got a little bit of some
Oh, you
20s.
saw
I
that?
don't know. It's like 120 maybe I had on me.
Okay.
I didn't even occur to me to just throw money at him.
It's not even it's not even dimly lit. This restaurant, like this had to
No.
come out, and
I
you were
just
like,
grabbed it. I do go to the grocery. I go to that grocery store a lot. It's right by me, so I am constantly giving them that card. It's one of those fuel.
Yeah.
It's one of those grocery stores that also sometimes has gas stations. So they're constantly.
Well, do you
"Get
ever use the
fuel perks."
self-checkout at Giant Eagle?
Mine doesn't have it. We're not that fancy.
Oh, okay. The one at mine, you can't scan unless you scan your loyalty card. So
Yeah,
it's like
they're-
very necessary.
Oh.
Giant
That was-
Eagle is
weird.
very into the loyalty card. Basically, you don't go there if you don't have that card. They'll like look at you like you're a moron because they're overcharging you. The only way to make it possibly worth it is to get the loyalty card. It's like the
course.
mob. Unless you have loyalty, you're going to have a bad time.
Great. I went down to LA over the weekend to visit the I Am 8-Bit 20th anniversary art show. Very fun stuff. Shouts out to I Am 8-Bit. They also helped us out during the Bombathon. Art's cool, especially when it's like video game art. Like I saw
Yeah.
Link as a squirrel. There was a bunch of people wearing Luigi masks, not actual shoot people, but like on a painting and whatnot. Also, hold the fucking phone, y'all. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now Jan
So
is
is it
going to
something
stand
cool?
on a chair of
Is it
his
gonna be
own, I
another-
imagine.
Another vinyl that I wish I had that I had to
It's gonna
give
show
away.
style.
Oh, I almost I'm not going to show my thighs today.
Okay. Darn.
I almost bought the Muppet vinyl though, Mikey. I saw it. It was
It's so
there. It was
good.
beautiful.
God.
But I finally have it, and I'm so fucking
Oh.
happy. I finally
Oh,
have
you
it.
got it.
This-
There you go.
This
Good for
Alan
you.
Wake.
Thermo.
The Alan Wake Oh Dear Thermos, everybody.
I saw it at their little merch stand, and then I almost pushed our dear friend Bailey Myers out of the way because I wanted it, but she also wanted it. Thankfully, there was enough to go around. But like, I needed it, and I finally have it. I almost left clothes in LA to make space in my bag because I needed this, and I felt like I needed to keep the box.
You're gonna use it as a thermos, or is it just
I
on
don't
display only?
know.
It's difficult. I know.
Thermoses are cool. I've been using my Metroid thermos recently that we showed off in the video.
Yeah, I got
it's
that too.
fantastic. I do every time I do use it, I do think about Dan putting a thermos into the fridge and then wondering why the water wasn't getting cold or whatever. I definitely think about that every time.
This might surprise you, but I learned nothing from that.
Yeah, that does surprise me. Oh my God! Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
It's okay. We won't explain it. We won't
No, it's
explain it
okay.
again.
Yeah, it's not gonna take.
Me and my girlfriend also went to a spy museum because all the other museums were. I'm about to call all the real museums. I don't want to be disrespectful to the spy museum, but all the other museums were closed because they are run by the government. But the spy museum, not so much. So why do you look so confused, Dan?
I'm constantly confused about whether the government's open or not. I thought
No, they've been closed.
It's
did they not open up recently?
But,
or-
yeah, but
No.
the votes, it's still in procedure
Yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff.
okay, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the government was shut down, so we went to the spy museum instead, which was fun because they gave me a secret identity, and I was really into that. I was Cameron Jones from Royshek, Iceland. I probably said that wrong, but that's okay. I already had a cover story for that. If anybody was like, "Where are you from?" and I said Royshek, Iceland, they're like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "Oh, I am sorry. I can't get over how
think he
you
means
Americans
Reykjavik.
say it over here." So funny. Yeah. I had to go to Argentina. I was like, oh, maybe I'll meet Christian. That was my secret mission. It was fun. Basically, we had to go to like terminals and play some games. I was kind of sad there weren't more like people at the museum role playing and like asking me, like interrogating me, and I'd like cover stories and show off my improv skills. I've been really good at it.
I've always wanted to do a murder mystery dinner, but no one is down.
I'm down.
I want to do it, Jan. I want
to do it real bad.
Oh my God. Game of the year.
Maybe,
not this year.
Murder
Maybe next
mystery
year.
game of the year.
Maybe next year. It's too soon.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Yeah, that would be
really.
That would be fun. But maybe if we do some fixing for Dan Voyage or whatever, maybe something like that could end up happening.
Send
Get
it to
tickets
a
for you
murder
guys.
mystery.
Send this to an
I would
actual
do that.
murder scene.
I'm telling you, for Catch Me If You Dan, I'm giving you permission to Michael Douglas the game me.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. We got some.
That seemed intricate.
What does that mean?
I know, but
We're
it's
not gonna work
awesome.
that
as
hard.
As a kid watching the game, I was like, this seems fucking sweet.
Kid.
Yeah.
I'm
That's the
with
movie
you,
where
man.
Mario commits suicide.
Yeah,
Who?
he's just
Charles
right.
Martinet.
Mario.
Charles Martinet jumps off a roof. He plays Michael Douglas' dad.
He's the dad. Really? Oh, I never
Yeah.
knew that was the dad.
Boy.
Mario commits suicide in that movie.
All
He
right.
says,
Well,
here we go, and they
I
jump.
don't think it's. I think that sentence is a bit.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you are. That's
Well, only because he's not Mario anymore.
The former Mario killed himself.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we've jumped off the deep end, so we might as well talk about video games.
Can somebody ask me questions like I'm Cameron Jones so I could live out my fantasy?
No.
No.
Your
ask me why I'm in
fantasy
the-
is
No,
what?
don't do it. Don't do it.
Ask me
No,
why-
no,
ask
no,
me
no,
why I'm in
no,
the
don't,
country.
no, no, no,
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
no,
Ask
we
me
already
why
played the
I'm
music.
traveling.
No,
Don't
we
do
already we played the game music. We
do it.
stopped. It's,
Ask me about my parents.
we're on topic now. We're on topic now.
okay. Sorry,
He's
everyone.
so sad.
But Mike,
He's
I
sadder
will,
about this than getting the inferior computer.
Yeah, we can't keep complaining about getting 5080s for free instead of 5090s. That's how you get a French Revolution.
That's the joke.
The French Revolution was a good thing, right, Mike? You love the French Revolution.
that's what
Yeah,
that's
it
what
worked out
Les
great
Mis
for
was about,
everyone.
right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, no. That was the that's a different uprising that didn't quite take. Actually, so there.
Don't say it. Say it. Biatch.
Biatch.
There we go. That's what I live for.
All
there.
right. Yep, I needed that. Mike, I will ask you about Dragon Quest 1-2 HD 2D though.
Yes, I've been excited for this one. I really liked the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. Probably my favorite of the HD 2D games. That or the Live Alive remake, which was also fantastic. I love JRPGs, and I find these kind of ones that are from the 8-bit era redone really charming because there is a simplicity to it, but there's also this pureness of it, but then just sprucing that up in some small ways with the graphics and the presentation. It just makes for a really cozy experience. Dragon Quest 3, though, I had played before. I never played Dragon Quest 1 or 2 in any way. And Dragon Quest 1 specifically, that is the first JRPG. It's really the first big console RPG. It was the game that was taking what was going on in the then, very small PC gaming space with things like the original Ultimas and Wizardry, which those things got popular in Japan. So here we are. We're going to make it for the Famicom disk drive, or probably even just cartridge. We're going to make it for the Famicom computer. That's redundant. The com means computer. We're going to make it for the Famicom. And so here it is. And I am really enjoying it. It is simple in a pleasant way. You are just one person in your party. You don't even have party members.
Oh.
Your quest is relatively straightforward. It's just like, there's towns, there's a big world map, go to some dungeons. But again, it is cozy. Even though I haven't played before, I know the ways that they have sort of juiced it up a bit. In the original Dragon Quest, it was not just you were one person, but the enemies was always one monster. So it was always a one-on-one fight. Here you can fight groups of enemies. So there's a bit more strategy involved there. And there's just more cutscenes with voice dialogue. Eat shit, Pokemon, right? We got voices sometimes in this game. Stuff like that. So, I'm really enjoying it. It's just I like playing my Switch in bed a lot. Just kind of cozy time, watching something stupid on YouTube, playing some Switch, and this is a perfect game for that.
Mike, you said that. Go ahead, Grub.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, you've played 3, you've played a bunch of the later ones, right? And so, but you've never played 1 and 2, you said?
Yeah, I never played. I played 11S first, and then in whatever order I did, 5 on the DS, 3, which was the old Switch version of 3 that was based on a mobile version of it, 7 on the 3DS, and that's the one that's getting remade soon.
Right.
And like half of 8 on the 3DS before I got a little Dragon Quest fatigue.
Okay, so then my question is, when you if someone comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, I really like starting a series with the first one," Dragon Quest is maybe not necessarily one where it's like that would be recommended, but at this point with this version, do you think like, "Hey, no, yeah, go jump in with this version of 1," or is there still another one you would recommend first?
Yeah, it's interesting. You could. There's so many places you could jump in with Dragon Quest. This makes sense. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, and the reason why they kind of justified doing 3 first is that 3 was a prequel to 1. This remake is even kind of doing more stuff narratively to tie it into 1 than the original. So you could go 3, 1, then 2. 3 is going to be a more complex game, so it might be a little funny kind of going to that game with its job system and some of these other mechanics. Then you go back to 1, and it is a good deal more simple. So 1, 2, 3, I think is good. 3, 1, 2. If you really want something even more modern, you could just go straight to 11S, which is a fantastic game.
That's really good.
Mikey, you said that this was one of your favorite HD 2D stuff of the RPGs that have done this. What else is on that list for you?
Yeah, I think Live Alive. I like that Live Alive remake a ton. I thought that was really, really good. And then, yeah, Octopath Traveler still stands out, even though I feel really bad that I didn't get into Octopath Traveler 2 more, because basically everybody else who likes these kind of games like I do think it's like one of the all-time greats. So
I'm with
I feel like
you,
a
Mikey.
poser.
I'm with you. I'm on that side of the fence because everyone talks so huge about Octopath Traveler 2, but I could just never get into it. Live Alive.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael Hyam.
Yeah.
That's right. You and Shohei Ohtani. That's right.
Yeah.
But
So my thing with Octopath Traveler 2 is that because just the way it is, it's like, it's 8 characters. So you have to kind of play 8 beginnings of a JRPG. And like the beginnings of JRPGs, they're kind of slow and they're setting stuff up, and that's fine. That pacing works when it's one game. When it's like, here's 8 first acts in a row. Something about that just kind of is like, it's a little bit...
It's a lot.
Tedious to me. With Live Alive, first off, it's like in overall a shorter game, and there's a bit more of each of these are very distinct gameplay wise and sort of story wise. Like one is, straight up the Wild West, and then the other one is sci-fi, stuff like that. So that's just my little hang up there with Octopath.
I'm with you, big dog. I need something that'll get me straight into the action almost immediately. And I want to take this opportunity to tell my fellow co-owners of the website here that I'm getting super into esports. I'm going to go pro.
Okay. Go on.
And y'all may be thinking, oh no, did Jan and his internet friends start playing League again? Is he getting into a Dota? No. I'm talking about the hottest esport out right now, Queue Up.
Okay.
Fuck yes. I watch you play this and I don't know what it is.
Queue Up perfectly levels out the playing field in terms of competition. No longer
It sounds like a game about standing in line.
No,
is what it sounds like.
No. You shut your mouth, Greg.
That's just... Come on.
Now, what you do is you 2 teams of 5. There's the Q side and then the up side. And then you pick your specific characters. You have a loadout of skills and everything. And then each character has a different skill. There's a healer class. There is a class that specifically targets another specific character. And I think that character's name is Meta. And he looks like Chuck. And I just can't get it out of my head that he looks like Chuck. But there's also a dragon. There's a whale and all that jazz. And it is first to 3 points. And that 3 points is determined by the ultimate esport. A coin is being flipped. And if it's the Q side gets a point. If it's the upside gets a point. And then whoever gets to 3 first wins. In between each flip, your different abilities get triggered. So you're earning Q points that will increase your rank, as well as getting XP. You're also getting gold, some gems as well. And then in between each game, you can go to the shop and get different items to affect your different stats, your different abilities. It's a gigantic skill tree or sphere or skill grid, and all of them synergize with each other. So you'll have to put a skill point or a skill strategically at one part of your grid so it can trigger off other parts of your grid. It is the ultimate esport. It feels fair. I feel like my time is being respected.
Maybe a bit too fair.
No, what are you talking about?
It's literally 50-50.
No, what are you talking about? I've gone I've gone 3-0 in some games, y'all. I've gone 3-0.
Yeah, well,
I've come back from like a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
What?
I have some questions.
What are the questions?
I mean, all things considered, it is the best like gambling rates percentages you're ever gonna find there.
Guys.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
For you and your situation, 50-50 is pretty good.
I don't know about this.
Is the coin there's that other coin flipping game recently. I can't remember the name of it. Might be called Coin Flip. You can affect the outcomes of the coin flip in that game. You can make it the coin more in your favor over time by upgrading it. I'm getting the sense here no, it's always 50-50
because this is an esport.
Right. You can't.
The developers have included quantum physics to ensure the odds are even.
This feels like it's turning into an intervention.
What?
There was prevention here. People were like, "Jan, don't play this. Please don't make this choice." So then, is it about making sure that when you do win, you get the maximum benefits from that? Is that where you're playing the game?
That's the initial strategy of as I win each flip and get a point for my team, I'm maximizing the amount of Q points that I'm getting based off of the win. But there are different builds for different characters where you are actually incentivized to lose, because it doesn't matter if your team loses, because your build favors your skill set where you're getting more points from losing. There's also a character, I believe she's a troll or a goblin, where her skill is I'm going to throw the game. I'm going to fuck this team. I'm in it for me. So
how do you throw the game? Wait, it's like someone betting the don't come line on craps?
Yeah, exactly. They're betting on come where they don't want to win. They're hoping to not win.
Oh, people don't like that at a craps table.
Yes.
No, that's an asshole move. Yeah,
exactly. But you can't control who you get matched up with. You can't invite friends to join your team though. So if you four wanted to join up with me and we want to get a good team going,
wait, how?
Yeah. It's multiplayer. It's an esport. Did you guys not hear it from the top?
I just,
I paid attention. I knew that it was multiplayer, Jan. I just think it sounds stupid.
Wait, Mike, that's funny, but you also said you were watching him play.
I didn't really understand it was multiplayer then until he explained it to me.
I mean, I thought it was faux multiplayer. It's real multiplayer?
It's real multiplayer. It's asynchronous, though. So you queue up.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But that's all right. So would I actually need to play for me to be on your team, or could I just create a character and then you do all the work?
No, a Forza Drivatar.
You got
my Drivatar.
You got to create a character. Grub, we got to synergize our characters. Come on, dude.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do for you.
If you be a healer, then I have a skill that benefits from at least having one healer on the team. So then we can maximize our flips, dog. No?
So do you want to? The next time we play a tabletop game, do you want us to just replace all of the dice with coins and just make everything a 50-50?
That would be fair.
Hey, as long as I got at least 1 or 2 hero points in lock, then I got it. Anyway, queue up. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was just going to say, Mike, you brought up Forza Drivatars. Would it surprise you if I told you that the very first game where they introduced that, and they're like, oh, the way you drive will show up in your friends' games. I just got the game and turned around and just drove into everyone going backwards for 10 races in a row, just so my car would be the ultimate, yeah.
Yeah, that's really fun. I wonder how much that actually transformed.
I would ask my friends, and they said, I was erratic and stuff, but it wouldn't fully drive.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Yeah,
I played a lot of the early Forzas, and then for years later, everyone would always yell at me about my Drivatar, and I was like, okay, nice. Apparently it's still out there being an asshole.
It's a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah,
fantastic. You know what? And I'm not gonna take this discussion personally, where you guys are it seems like you're ragging on my newfound hobby. In my newfound,
I thought it was a career. I thought you were going esports.
Yeah, no, career. Esports. Yeah, so once I go pro and queue up, I'll still take you guys with me. You know, like you'll be like with the posse that walks down with me to the boxing ring and everything.
Like at the end of Noobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Sabrina Carpenter will also be there, so that'll be cool.
Oh wow. Okay.
I guess if we had to be any part of Noobs, maybe that's the most acceptable one.
Yes. The most.
Who's the
acceptable-
Jason Mewes of Giant Bomb?
Backlar.
Come on.
I mean, it's Jersey, right?
It's New Jersey, I guess.
Again,
guess.
if you wanted to be anyone from Noobs, God, I don't know.
That's rough.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I had that coming.
On the other side of the coin from something totally random. Well, I guess it's actually the same side of the coin because all the encounters are incredibly random. You never know what you're going to get, especially if you have Kayla on your team. Some of y'all have been playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's
Had a good-
me and Grub mainly playing that?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't gotten the chance to check it out. I'm too scared.
I've had like a good couple of evenings with it now where it's like it's starting to I'm piecing more and more of it together, exactly what I should be doing or how I should be spending my time. And yeah, I mean it's a game where you go out and get resources, you come back, you can spend those resources to improve your stuff. And then you get excited because you're like, well, now I have better stuff. I'm gonna go out and get more resources. The loop is clear and it's satisfying once you get into it. I've also just really locked down. Oh, this really is an engine for emergent storytelling.
Yes.
Of we can go in there with an idea of let's let Caleb be crazy, and we're trying
we
to control
didn't have
her.
that idea. We were trying to like be
What?
civil.
You're right. You're right. Very quickly, though, it became like, well, we have to harness this. Like, yes. So we're going into the world, and Kayla is just like, hey, we'll talk it out. And then the second she sees an enemy, another real person, she just begins, or even just hears them, she begins screaming at them immediately that she's going to kick their balls and do a
she's
bunch
gonna
of
go-
I'm gonna full frontal your ass.
full frontal your ass. That was a key one.
Yeah.
And it did seem to unsettle a lot of people when they're like, we hear something, let's go see what's going on. And I had like a good view one time of you guys in a hole and her screaming up and these three people like trying to get a good look at you. And then I kind of saw them talk to each other and they're like, it's not worth it. And they just ran away. It was amazing. And it's like being able to come away from this game with those kinds of stories is something I really treasure, actually.
Yeah, watch we did UPF last week. It's me, Grub, and Kayla, my sister, playing Arc Raiders. And that is a great example of some of the emergent stuff that can pop up. Like, that is some of the more like chaotic stuff, which I think in trios and duos you see a little more. I think it scales down with like trios is the most kind of combative, but it's not it's not PUBG. It's not constant shoot on sight type stuff. Duos, I do a lot of duos with Bonk, and that tends to be pretty cool. Like, there are a lot of times where like we'll go into a building to like loot stuff, and it'll be like another couple in there, and we'll hear them on mic and stuff, and they'll be, oh yeah, no, so we already looted that room here. There's some bad guys out there. Where it's like, all right, cool, thanks. It's really cool experiences like that. And then solo, Bonk does a lot of solo, and I'll watch her, and like that's almost always peaceful. Occasionally there's one shithead that like lays some traps or something right near the extraction and stuff like that. But like it seems almost like this peaceful thing of just these kind of like solitary going around, kind of looting stuff, taking out the occasional arc, meeting with someone, having a brief conversation and moving along. Like that emergent storytelling is really great in this game.
Speaking about emergent storytelling, one of my favorite bits from that UPF was Kayla asking out loud, is there fall damage? And then immediately just plunking straight into the ground.
She was clearly in the air when she asked that.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about when she screamed at that one person that I'm going to be your stepmom's mom.
Yeah, that's a hard thing. I saw someone in chat remind me of that, and I was trying not to laugh for like the last minute because that's just that's
What does that
poetry.
even mean?
What does full frontal your ass mean? None of this means anything. That makes it scarier.
Yeah, that is scary.
Like I said, it's like her head is just like a bingo hopper with a bunch of words in it, and just stuff comes out.
Yeah,
and
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Having the peaceful stuff in solo, that has been like, okay, but when that peacefulness does get popped and something goes wrong, it's like, oh, this is still a very scary game. And that's what reminds me of PUBG a little bit. I played a lot of PUBG solo, playing a lot of this solo, and it's like you're just kind of creeping around, finding stuff, and the encounters with other humans can be very harrowing. Now, in PUBG, you were supposed to shoot, but there was still the chance of like sneaking around. And here I'm like, I'll sneak around. And now we also have this opportunity to use prox chat and try to negotiate or whatever. Or even when I'm like not you verbally communicating, everyone's like flashing flashlights or bouncing up and down, being like, I'm friendly. And then, I've had that turned on me where I like told the story of, I was made a friends with someone at the extraction point, and I go in, and after he opened it, and I looked down, and I saw a dead body, and it kind of occurred to me right in that second. It's like, well, that would only be here if, and then I started getting shot in the back. And it's like, okay, you know what? Fair. I should have kind of put 2 and 2 together faster than that. So yeah, incredible moments.
Because I've yet to really dig into Arc Raiders. If you were going in as a trio, do you only get matched with other trios, or it's just like mixed bag of there's one?
You should go in with people you know, ideally, but you can have it fill the trios, or you can ask it to not fill.
And I think you're saying with the rest of the lobby be trios. Yes, I think typically yes, but like Dan said, when you can ask it to not fill it, there's a chance that some of those other solo players might be mixed in there. But for the most part, I think it tries to match you up with the equivalent groups.
Okay.
I don't think there's no duos though. I think there is if you're duos.
It's
you're going to be matched up with the
Bonk, and
trios.
we're just not filling, basically. Although we haven't run into a lot of trios while we're just going around.
Okay, well, maybe it does match up with the duos.
I love those moments where it's like, okay, you'll be a duo and you'll meet up with another duo and you're just kind of talking, and all of a sudden, the arcs, the robots, the AI enemies show up, and then it's just like, okay, now we're all just in this fight together. It suddenly turns into 4 of us fighting the computer. It's really, really cool stuff like that really differentiates it from it's got elements of PUBG, elements of Helldivers, but it's very much got its own flavor.
Yeah, the way that you guys are talking about it, it feels reminiscent to early days of PUBG, of just miscellaneous stuff happening, balls to the wall. Just
stories.
The random encounters with other people. How would PUBG have been different if there was prox chat at the very beginning?
Oh my.
I
don't know how much it would really play in, because when it is everyone against everyone, it's kind of just what are you going to say?
Right. I mean, there was definitely
needed.
There was examples early on in both this and Fortnite of people being finding ways to communicate with others and let's team up for now. And I think both the games were no, that's against the rules. You can't do that. If we find you doing that, we're going to consider that cheating. It's someone else was well, what if we made that the entire game? And so having the incentive here of it's game theory, right? It is a stag hunt. It is, hey, should we work together to get a medium-sized thing, or should one of us just go out here and if one of us wins, well, then I'll get the bigger prize, but it's more risky, or do we both try to fight each other and maybe both of us die or something? We attract an arc. There's a lot of obvious risk-reward decisions you're making constantly. That's kind of all up and down the chain, and that keeps every sort of interaction very on your toes and interesting.
I will say, when you're playing solos, it is the absolute best case for the PS5 mic on controller ever. Because I hate wearing headphones. I never wear headsets.
You just
or
cut the
microphones
mic off normally, right?
Cut it off with scissors. Yeah, that's what we do in this family. But it's just short little bursts of conversation typically. So if you're playing solo, you don't need a headset. Play through your TV speakers, and then you can just press that little unmute button when you see someone and be like, "Hey, don't shoot! I'm friendly," and then turn it off. And that's it. You don't have to have a fucking headset on the whole time.
Yeah, that's handy. That's pretty cool.
Did you guys see Neurogamer gave the game a 2 out of 5 because of the AI voice stuff? And then Tim Sweeney got involved and was like, political opinion should go into op-eds, folks. That's real cool stuff.
Wait, how's that? That's an insane thing to say. How is that political?
Somebody asked this, what's this political? And he said, yes, this technology increases human productivity in some areas by integer multiples, and views on whether this is a net good and should be rewarded or bad and should be fought against are speculative and generally distributed along political lines. Boy, when I think about the warmth and complexity and the emotions of the human condition, I just think about Tim Sweeney, and I'm interested in what he has to say about
this guy sounds like a fucking
robotic,
nerd.
the most robotic fucking response.
Tim Sweeney sounds like if Millhouse was real. He's just ugh. Go back to climbing your tree, man.
I hope you lose your glasses, Tim.
Also, isn't a review by definition an op-ed?
It sure is.
Yep.
Oh my God, Dan.
Sure is.
Insightful. Right. Well, I've written a lot of reviews.
Oh my God.
I'm using my opinion in those. Yeah.
Wait a second. Something just happened.
Whoa. Hold on.
Something just happened. Someone
One thing I know well, it is video game reviews.
Someone put that in the vault, please.
I am just so sick of every time AI is criticized, the defenders just come out this will probably be bad for artists. And they're like, well, actually, what if it's good for artists? It's elaborate. And they're like, And I'm like, what? How could it possibly be? It's like the fucking Game Pass thing where it's actually, our games are going to sell even more that they're also available for free on this thing. How does that make sense?
Yeah.
We'll never tell.
If
This is not a one-to-one comparison, although some would probably argue it is closer to that. But like when people first came around and started being like, hey, you know what? Maybe smoking's bad. Like imagine it was met with that kind of like, why is it gotta be political?
Yeah.
Wait, like I can't even imagine.
There was like a major campaign against smoking that was relatively successful in America, and like it banned at most like public spaces and stuff like that. I don't know if you could do that today.
Yeah, actually,
Tim Sweeney would be out there.
No,
Look at, like,
chat's
the
right. I
80s.
take it back. It was 100% political. What am I talking about?
Yep.
Like the lobbying, right? That went into. Don't look this way. Don't look at this. Don't look at this black lung. This is unrelated to what you're talking about.
I mean, when they introduced like seatbelt laws and everything, people were like, "Well, this is communism." You know, Jan, you need to look up like highlight reels of news, like local news talking about what do you think about the seatbelt laws, and everyone's like, it's going to be Russia. We're Russia now.
Yeah. Like there was like a big campaign against airbags. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, speaking about human millhouse, some of y'all have been dipping into Simpsons, Fortnite. Mr. Minotti, you and the Minotti brothers plus Christian played quite a bit of this. The fourth Minotti brother.
Or adopted Minotti. I have been playing a good bit of this event. Some of it is like the pressure of I want to unlock Homer. And of course, they make him the last thing you unlock in the battle pass. So now I'm invested in a battle pass and want to unlock Homer. And I'm traveling a bunch this month, and I only have until this month to do it. So I am playing a lot, but
just buy some levels.
Yeah, no. If it gets there, I'll tell you what. It works. If I'm this invested, I'm about to leave on this Florida trip, which goes through to November. I'm not going to be like, oh well, guess I don't get Homer then, right?
I'll just have Christian power level. You.
Just get better.
AJ found some one of like the community maps is just a clicker thing that he was just doing for a few hours to unlock it. And I'm like, well, as long as you were having fun, AJ, right?
My kids have played a bunch of those now. Yeah, they love those tycoon games. Is what they're called.
But it is a really fun event because it's not just like, oh, there's like one section of the map that's Springfield. The entire map is Springfield.
It's kind of amazing.
And like when
it's
you draw,
so cool.
when it introduces when the bus flies in, it does the Simpsons intro and says Battle
that's
Royale.
amazing.
And it's just so fun to look down and be like, okay, do I want to go near Burns's Manor or the power plant or Evergreen Terrace? It's just like I am totally that person that bought virtual Springfield just because I wanted to walk around Springfield in a video game. And that wasn't even a game, and that was still fascinating to me. So to have like a good ass game like Fortnite completely live within the Simpsons world with all the right gags and everything, because like I'm sure there's a million gags I don't know from season 12 and beyond or whatever, but I think they know their audience, and it's like, oh, I see the rake, and it's like, oh, I know what's going to happen if I walk on that rake. You know, it's like the right gags. I think it's Blinky the fish is an item and stuff like that. It's just been fantastic. They rebranded all of the Duff stuff to Slurp, so it's like Slurp Man.
Yeah,
and like,
what is that about? Why is it
Slurp
not...
is a Fortnite thing, and also Duff. I don't know if they've done like beer or alcohol in Fortnite, so it's just
right.
Yeah, so it's just
you get Bart Simpson shooting up downtown Springfield, but you can't have beer.
It's only firearms, please.
Yeah, that's okay.
I will say, I think this is one of the strongest integrations they've ever done. Like, it is so smart. I think it's also endlessly amazing that, like, certainly my kid knew what The Simpsons were before going into this. But the vast majority of like Simpsons lore that he will ingest is now through Fortnite. Like he didn't see the Blinky Fish episode. Wasn't that like season 1?
That was an early one. That was early.
Season like 2, yeah.
Yeah, like there's no way on earth he would know what that is.
I got Jebediah Springfield's head. I don't know what that was doing, but
it's a one shot. I think it like helps you against headshots. Okay. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me that like, oh yeah, he will gather the majority of his Simpsons lore knowledge through playing incessantly, and like the kids love this season. They are all about it. Like,
that's why
that's
Disney
awesome.
is.
Yeah,
that's why Disney is investing billions of dollars into
exactly
because they want to expose their IP to younger people. And this
like the new life that I'm sure this has breathed into the Simpsons with a under 30 kind of crowd is like tremendous.
My 6 and 8-year-old thought I would put on Simpsons for myself, and they would occasionally be like, sorry, how old was the Simpsons episode? Is what you're asking?
No, the gimmicks?
6 and 8, yeah.
Okay.
Not 6, 7. I'm sorry, Jan.
Thank you.
Aw, that's over. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're past that.
Okay.
Whoa,
They
Yeah,
they wouldn't like it when I put on Simpsons. They'd be like, "This is not cool stuff." And now here it's in Fortnite, which they just started kind of getting into recently because the K-pop stuff. And it's like I could tell they're like warming up to it, or at the very least, it's sort of like washing over them, and it's not something that they're immediately like repelled by. So I think it's like, okay, this is clearly working on some level, and I can see why Disney thinks it's so worthy of investment.
It's just so the thing is, it is a good game too. So it's easy to look at this and just be impressed that, like, my God, the roster of characters you've got in here just dwarfs any game ever by far. And then the game is constantly evolving. Like, I haven't really played it in probably well over a year, and I went back in. I'm like, oh right, Fortnite's still really fucking good. Yeah. Like I'm just really impressed by the whole thing.
I wish I liked The Simpsons more. I want to experience what y'all are
play
feeling.
more Fortnite.
It's the best comedy writing of all time.
You'll like it.
Season 3 through 10, probably the best comedy writing ever. Yeah.
Okay. I will say, like, I don't think I'm going to be checking out Fortnite like because Fortnite anymore. I'll be coming back for stuff like this.
Sure.
I just think, and so they are going to be in a situation where it's like, okay, we have to keep escalating. What's the next biggest thing we can get? Now, at the very least, they do have Disney in their corner, so that's going to be easier for some time for the most part. But it feels like diminishing returns as well, because I'm just like, this is still a fun game, but it is a little bit of a played out sort of style or like shooter mode at this point. I'm not thrilled by battle royales the way I once was, for sure.
And the thing is, when you log in now, it's like, I know there's a million other things. Like, I haven't tried they have like a Rocket League thing or a Rock Band thing or whatever. There's a million, there's that grid of things, and it's just kind of like, for me, who's been out for a year, it's just kind of overwhelming. So it's like,
that's a lot of
back in
Roblox
the zero
stuff.
build.
Yeah, that's a lot of like
Roblox. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Roblox style community creation. So a lot of them are anyhow. And
that's
becoming
it is pretty big.
The Lego
it is
stuff too, right?
The Lego, that's made
Lego
by
stuff.
them.
I never tried that. Yeah.
They did a Disneyland thing. I didn't check it out. I heard it's bad.
Oh, sorry, Mikey.
Bad things about it. But those community created things are very simple, very basic. The clicker that AJ was probably playing is like very like under-designed, just there to give you something to do. Less like a click bomb is more complicated and intricate than a lot of the games you're going to get from the community created stuff in Fortnite. So it's just that's not a replacement.
They don't have Chuck. Yeah,
no, that's right. Yeah,
no,
Chuck.
The brain rot game was like a very big deal. I think it's sort of tapering off a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, that stuff's kind of nuts. I think this is like, I wonder what their next. I mean, what was the one that was this heavily sort of skinned and integrated? Like, what was the last one of these?
I mean, like the whole map. Like,
yeah,
that
like,
has
what was the last?
They've done
Star
biggest
Wars?
Star Wars ones, but even then, I don't think it was the whole map.
They will do like, oh, here's a little like Tatooine area or something
Yeah.
as part of the map. But like, I've never
the
played one where it's the whole
thing.
fucking thing. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like this whole map is like cell shaded, like, and that's they just kind of turn on that filter. But it is Springfield's spread all over the place for sure. Yeah, in a way that we've not really seen before, at least as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing them do the full map before.
That's right. This is the smaller map too, so it's a little bit easier. Yeah.
Oh, feels great.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't like feel too small to me. I don't know. It's
Well, they also only fill it with 80 players, so it's like it kind of balances out.
That's how it bounces out. That makes sense.
Got it.
It's just like you go into the Simpsons house, and I went up to the couch, and me and Kayla were playing, and I was Solid Snake, and it said press X, and like Solid Snake sits on the couch with a can of Slurp, and she's Vegeta, and now Vegeta and Solid Snake are sitting on the Simpsons couch. It's like, I kind of love this.
The four of us, we were each one of the Simpsons characters you can play in, and we like did the couch thing. And that was fun. Even like some of the in-game like quests you can do for just bonus points. Like one is just do any emote, then shoot a shotgun, and it's your dissing your fly girl thing that Mo did from that one episode, right? You can jump the Springfield Gorge with a car.
Oh yeah.
It's just really smart. There's just a ton of it's a lot of nonsense fan service, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Go ahead.
Dylan was playing as Bob from Bob's Burgers. Goes into the Simpsons house, sees Marge, and Marge goes, "Tell Linda I said hi."
Oh, that's
I thought
cute.
that was really good.
Oh,
wow.
Now I know that Disney is probably okay with the Simpsons just shooting and blasting guns, but what other Disney property do you think they could just be okay with?
Star Wars.
Stitch could shoot a gun, right? He shoots a gun in the movie. He's got a space
Stitch
gun.
I mean,
has that energy for sure.
almost. I think the corporations have just convinced themselves, well, it's not real guns, it's fine because it.
Tell you
makes
what, it
a lot
doesn't
of
feel
money,
like real
kids
guns
love
when you're
it.
playing it.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It is
something
just
about
like
it doesn't
a
feel.
pistol. I know.
It doesn't feel like arc raiders to me. Like arc raiders, I feel like I'm
Sure.
shooting a real gun here. For some reason, it doesn't. as much.
Because I was
feel like-
thinking in terms of like skinning a whole world again, you could maybe do Toy Story.
I mean, they've done Pixar already. Mrs. Incredible is in there.
Yeah.
Toy Story
yeah.
is. There
Yeah,
is
she
something
is.
about. It's like Toy Story could be good. It somehow
It
feels
might
like a
be.
lot.
The-
Matrix would be good.
Yeah, but is that we're
No,
talking
that's
Disney?
not.
Is that Disney? That's not Disney.
No,
No,
no.
I mean, they could,
Epic did that Matrix like reload or whatever that demo from
Oh,
Unreal
that
Engine
demo.
5.
Oh, that's right. And they have
yeah.
Trinity. I've got like a Trinity and like the Dodge. I
So
wonder
they-
if like
they could
Neo's
do
already
more.
in there. Yeah.
I'm sure Neo's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many.
It
I was
would
about to
be-
say Alien, but they are like Ripley is in there already. Actually,
Yeah.
Right.
have they done a big Predator one? That new movie's out.
Predator's in there, but he was like, I think it was a
Oh.
battle pass thing because I really wanted Predator and never got him. I've got Terminator. I need to see that new Predator.
Quick anecdote. Badlands,
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
I
man,
need to
but
see it.
right.
I want to see that.
Good
soon.
popcorn
By the way, anyone
movie.
see Begonia?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, I would.
Stavi's
yeah.
in it, right?
Yeah,
Um,
Stavi's in it. Stavros. he's in it.
Stavros.
Oh,
Not-
really?
not-
I don't know.
Yeah.
not Disney. Have they done any Star Trek stuff yet? Because
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
we can officially
Star
have
Wars.
we can officially have
Fifth
Spock
Element.
That'd be good.
Fifth Element.
Dark City.
Nothing but
You know,
flight
it-
attendants.
If that Tron movie was good, Tron could have translated really well.
I bet they'll put Tron in eventually at some point, anyways. Like original Tron and Tron Legacy Tron. Yeah.
You think they're going to put that Glenn Powell show, Chad Powers, into
Yeah.
Fortnite?
Yes.
They're going to do Darren Aronofsky's mother. That's going to be a upcoming season.
Downton Abbey in Fortnite would be.
Okay, that would
Oh,
actually go
My
hard.
God. Let me
I
be
would
the
go hard.
Dowager Baccalaureate.
Yeah.
They backwards. They should put the Sticky Bandits in it, right? They should just put the McAllister house in it.
Oh my
That would
God.
actually be
Yeah,
amazing.
that would rule.
Sticky Bandits, I would purchase like immediately. Like every now and then, like Dylan will gift me something that he thinks I'll like, and which is really sweet. He got me Edward Scissorhands.
Cute. Oh.
And I know day one the Sticky Bandits would just be in my inbox.
All right.
Good
Hell
kid.
yeah.
Good kid.
Good
I
kid.
just real quick before we get off this. So I think this is awesome. I agree with your guys' takes on that. That this is a really cool way to have some new Simpsons stuff in video games. It does feel like we get this though instead of a new Simpsons video
yeah.
game, right? And it's
Well-
like I think I would still prefer that, even though I think this would actually be better to play.
I think your sentiment is in the right place,
Yeah.
but I do think from a cost efficiency perspective,
I mean,
it's like,
clearly.
we can just do this and get 80% of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for as much as like, for better or worse, that statement is true, you know, it is exposing the people to that thing as opposed
Right.
to taking a risk on a thing that no one might not even play, where you know people are just going to play it by virtue of it being Fortnite.
Yeah. And I mean, look
Yeah.
at that Terminator game that it just got delayed again.
2D
right?
one, yeah.
And
I mean, I
like,
just think I think Star Wars will probably its fate will probably be this, and it's like I think it's nice to have Battlefront 2 to go back to when I'm like
Yeah.
in the mood, and that pops off with the community every once in a while, and that's probably that
Right.
idea of doing a bespoke brand
Fortnite is now
shooter
the
is probably
testing
dead.
ground, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe we should make a Simpsons game now that it did really well in Fortnite.
I would love for that to be the case. I really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
Didn't
so.
they announce
yeah.
a new Simpsons movie?
They're doing a new
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, they
and
put
yeah.
out the Simpsons game with that last one, and that Simpsons game was not terrible.
It was pretty
No,
good,
it
but
wasn't
it just
great.
feels so different now. Like they're not
Yeah.
going to do that. Like, yeah, I would love it. They were like, we're making a hit and run 2. And like, whoa,
Hmm.
what does that look like now? That'd be so amazing. But yeah, it's just not the way that things are. And yeah, this is like the best. I mean, the last Simpsons game before this was Tapped Out, which is offline now.
God.
You can't even play it at all, right?
oh,
So
boy.
yeah, it's kind of this or nothing.
All right. From dropping out of the sky onto Springfield to talking about the Ambrosia Sky. This is a neat little title that I checked out a little bit of. Y'all imagine a little bit of Power Washer, a little bit of a game with a gravity gun, and then a gravity or grappling hook. And you have Ambrosia Sky. You are thrown onto a spaceship, and you are supposed to collect different plant samples of different fungi, and you have your water gun or your power washing gun is used to get rid of the miscellaneous fungi that is popping up throughout this part of space. It's neat. There's a bunch of little puzzles where you have to kind of futz around with like the gravity, or you're using your gravity gun equivalent hook to pull stuff towards you, and you have to. It matters what condition the fungi or plant samples are when you acquire them. So if you just walk up to them and get them, they'll be in good condition. But if you like gravity gun them over to you and you drop it and you don't nail like the catch, it'll wind up being a bad sample. And the flow of the levels, as far as they've been for me so far, is you will explore a specific part of a spaceship, get to point B, and then from point B, you have to like Wario Land style run all the way back to the very beginning.
Oh, interesting.
And there are different obstacles that pop up, like, hey, all these plants are electric, so you can't touch them, so you have to use your grappling hook to hop and bop around them. And with your power washer water gun equivalent, you can control the nozzle, so you can do like a wide flow or like a super tall vertical spray. It's neat. I like the art style of the game, but it is definitely one of those games that hurts my eyes because the art style is so funky. From my understanding, it's a very small team. I don't quite know how long the game is overall, but I've been enjoying the vibe of it.
I'm seeing it listed as part 1. Do you know if this is supposed to be episodic?
I am not quite sure if it's supposed to be episodic. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of thumbing through all of the dialogue.
How dare you?
I know. I'm disrespectful. I get it. But I am really enjoying what I've played of it so far. There's an upgrade mechanic where, based off of the different types of fungi or plant samples you are collecting, you are affecting like your resistances or the effectiveness of your sprayer gun. It's cool. I just love a cool 0G segment where you have to use a grappling hook to like just pull you through. I just want that to be real. Just that part.
Was it Dead Space 2 that had those sequences where the gravity would drop out and you could kind of like jetpack around and rotate and everything?
I think so,
felt really good. I remember that's one of my favorite like 0G sequences.
Yeah, parts of Ambrosia Sky feel like those segments of Dead Space. It's like if you mix Dead Space, Wario Land, is it 4? I think it's 4, and Power Washer Simulator together and just like jumbled it up. Finally, we can get that genre going. Speaking about episodic, gang, holy smokes. Grub, you talked a lot about this game last week. You've been streaming a lot of it. I've played it, and it looks like Jerf has played it. I'm talking about Dispatch. Backlar, I want to hear what you think about this.
Aside from the penises?
Yeah.
No, specifically
Big
the
year
penises.
for penises. Yeah.
Hey, there's one episode that starts very spicy.
Yeah.
So I recruited my wife to
My wife.
Yep, thank you. To sit down and watch this with me because I knew what this was, and I knew it was like a very narrative focused, episodic, kind of choose your own adventure thing. And I lost her like almost immediately after the toxicity guy penis stuff.
What?
Yeah. Look, I tried.
Did you tell her about the censor bar, or is that against your you don't want to censor a
I'm
game?
a purist.
You're a 1A guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A penis
Exactly.
purist.
Penis
PP.
purist must keep it. I don't care how drippy and green it is. I want it in my video games.
Oh, it was drippy.
It's a little drippy. So
Okay.
I so
acid.
far really like Dispatch. It is like we said, a narrative driven, episodic sort of cartoon that I believe is from the pedigree that brought us most of the Telltale stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Wolves Among Us, and is it the Walking Dead people? Is that
Yep.
who?
There's shared DNA.
They're shared
I think
DNA. It's
yeah.
like, a lot of the Walking Dead people already left Telltale early on from that first season. But yeah.
So the story follows a sort of retired superhero who exists in a world where there are people with superpowers, but he does not have superpowers. He was just sort of LARPing as one inside
He's
of
Iron Man.
Yeah, he's this generationally passed down mech suit that he's been sort of donning for a while. He kind of is forced into retirement and then is recruited by a superhero dispatch company that is meant to kind of like organize the dispatching of superheroes to problems around Los Angeles. and the first episode is the setup for that. And without getting too much more into the story, that's sort of where you are set. I think from a production value point of view, like, this is off the goddamn charts. I think some of the look and the kind of like realized collective vision of what this story and game looks like is nothing short of like, sensational.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has the animation and sort of blocking of modern day animated shows on streaming platforms, but it's still presented like a video game. It's directed like a video game, so it's not going to get, that stuff is not going to get in the way of you seeing what's happening, so you get all the information so you can make choices the way you want to make.
Right. And here's where, like, I guess my waterfall of positivity kind of doesn't dry up, but it's certainly kind of like peppered in with a little bit of observational kind of criticism here. It's like, I think the game, I almost like don't want to play. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, this story is better than any of what the gaming devices are in this thing. And you are almost left to the point where, like, you can interact with some of the cutscenes in a sort of meaningless, or it feels meaningless, kind of like hold A so that you punch back, or slide the left stick across so that your mech punches a thing. And it's like you have the option to turn that off. So the sort of
those are the least interesting interactions for sure.
I guess the meat and potatoes of the actual quote unquote gameplay of this thing is the sort of like real time dispatching of these heroes, which for me is like, it's fine. It's not the most compelling sort of gameplay loop.
Sure.
I'm happy to do it, but I'm like, all right, let's get back to like this thing. And I guess it's kind of reminds me of like a lot of when they were trying to get those choose your own adventure, like Netflix shows off the ground, like that Bandersnatch, right? Like where it's like, I guess it's cool. I'm holding a controller during this thing, but I'm not really like finding the right sort of balance.
There's those couple years there where Jan and Dan wouldn't see each other without going Jandersnatch, and it was really annoying. It was.
We're all waiting for the next pun that they can play on. For sure.
Oh, don't you worry.
I know it'll happen before the year's out. I'm sure of it. So I mean, like, that's kind of the I guess that's like my sort of overview takeaway of this thing. What do you guys think?
I actually have grown to really enjoy the dispatching part of the gameplay.
Yeah, me too.
For folks curious, it is. I saw a lot of people saying it was very similar to 13 Sentinels combat, where you are going to a heat zone and then from there dispatching a specific unit to take care of it. It is much more hands-off than that, because you mentioned it last week, Grub, but you were given a scenario and some like keywords as to how to deal with a situation, and your different heroes that you were dispatching have their different strengths and everything. And from there, you were kind of like, it's almost a dice roll of like, okay, well, this specific scenario is like, well, you gotta defend a celebrity, and then if it gets hairy, you gotta like fight your way out of it. So then you would be sending your heroes of like, okay, you're high in combat. This one, you're full of mud, so you just defend very well. And then certain instances, you can send just one hero, or you'll send up to, I believe, up to 4 in some of the instances. And there's different synergies amongst them, which play very well. And it's fun just seeing the interconnectedness of the different characters, and just kind of like, hey, I think you might like this person. Oh, okay, cool. I guess you guys are friends now. And some of that plays off into the story as you go through. I really fucking love this game, y'all.
I'm not surprised to hear that both you guys like. I think it has things that each of you like. You really like high production values, and I'm like watching this and I'm like, yes, this is some of the best of this kind of thing that we've had in a game. And then Jane, there's all these excellent characters, a cast of characters that have tension, and then they have a reason to work together. That's your shit. And so I think it delivers on both those things. And then I think the gameplay mechanic of the dispatching, having them use it's just your language, English language, explain the needs of this call, and then you have to sort of just parse that and figure that out in your head. That continues to be very good. And I think it's getting better as I go along, because it does get more complex with getting the characters to work together and being like, okay, I should manage them a little bit more carefully. I don't want to just send the max amount of heroes on every call, because the next call could come in and I might need someone. So I got to be a little bit more sparing. And so you're juggling things a little bit more. But then, I've also really enjoyed the story, although I'm getting to episode 4 right now. And my understanding is that's where it begins to take off a lot in terms of the stakes and the tension really does rise. So looking forward to that, planning to do it soon.
I'm very excited. The final 2 episodes come out tomorrow, November 12th. I'm very excited. The other thing I'll say is I do want to give a special shout out to the voice acting. And generally, I'll have a little bit of friction when fancy schmancy actors are given voice roles that voice actors should have, because sometimes it just doesn't quite translate. I love Florence Pugh. I don't think Florence Pugh is great in Puss in Boots. She just wasn't giving it the same type of chutzpah as a trained voice actor would do, because it's a completely different acting medium. That being said, I could not tell for the longest time that the main dude that you're playing, Robert Robertson, is Aaron Paul, because he does such a good job at hiding his normal speaking cadence.
He's hiding it behind character, right?
He sounds like George Clooney in it.
Yeah,
I see it.
Yeah. There's a little.
Isn't
bit
that
of,
weird?
Yeah, there's a little bit of drawl. Also,
Jeffrey Wright popped me real hard. I did someone mentioned it sounds like Jeffrey, and it's that's totally Jeffrey Wright.
So normally I'll be a big proponent of give voice actors voice over opportunities, but if an actor is going to do give the proper care to a role, then by all means. That being said, I saw that they want to do season 2. I'm not saying put me in it, just let me read for a character, and then we'll see.
Put him in it.
Give Jan a chance.
Please give Jan
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. I'm sorry, I had to beat you to it. Oh my god.
Give him a chance.
And then give Dan a dance.
There we go. Yeah,
there
I
we
don't
go.
want to dance.
I hope you dance.
And why doesn't Dan dance anymore?
Speaking about dancing, the music in Luminous Arise just gets me jiving and popping in my chair,
fun.
guys. Dan, Jerf, I believe you two have been playing it the most.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm almost done with the journey. And if you've played Tetris Effect, it's very much that same enhanced style of chunks of stages all what?
No, I was just saying I just love how goopy the pieces are at the very beginning, and then just
there's a real
so
Mike-centric stage that I definitely thought about him a lot during.
I do think there's parts of the game. I do think some shapes and colors I can see better than others. And I'm sort of just this is
everyone's
the one with the.
It's clocks and taxi cabs, and it's okay, it's kind of hard to see this.
When the astronauts and the cubes get released, that's when I get a little cross-eyed and I can't really see what I'm doing.
But it's they have brought Luminous back on XBLA or Luminous Remastered on Switch and stuff before, but this is my favorite version of it, because it really is that was part of the beauty of the PSP one, which PSP, objectively, dog shit console, but Luminous almost made it worth it. It is just going.
I feel you said that I feel like you were targeting one very specific person with that comment.
No, I'm talking about the console. It's a bad console. Miller.
I feel like that was
insane. Right. Yeah.
I feel like that was
he was more of a Vita guy too. So
Vita also objectively
that's
shit.
They fixed all the problems with Vita. It's still going to this day.
I so like much asshole. They suck so much. But Luminous, delightful game, and just that every time you don't know when it's going to morph into the next thing, and the music's going to change, and the visuals,
it's cool.
And it all it's awesome. And look what they did with Tetris Effect, they did with Luminous, which it's interesting because Tetris kind of needed it more, and that Tetris is usually just kind of hey, here's some blocks, and they kind of luminous up Tetris, Here it's kind of them doing the natural thing, oh, this is just a new Luminous that they took over. It plays the same except for the new burst mechanic, which I think is awesome and fits right in.
Can you explain that to me? I couldn't quite wrap my head around it.
I'm still kind of okay, so you triggered the burst, and you can do it
at
before 100%. It gets to max. Well, you can do it before that.
50. You can do it at 50. From 50 to 100, you could do it, but you want to maximize at 100. Yes.
Yeah, if you're about to die, you can pull the burst thing at 50, but it's just you're not gonna get as much juice out of it, basically. I always try to wait till it's at max, and then it's it will basically pick it seems a chunk of blocks that you are already here's already 4 or 6 or 8 blocks there, and it's okay, that's kind of the nucleus that you're trying to build off of. Let's say that's all blue or taxi cabs or whatever. You throw all your taxi cabs at the ball of taxi cabs,
course,
and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it starts feeling incredible as it gets huge, and then it starts bouncing the other ones up. So the ice cubes, the taxi cabs are the nucleus, and the ice cubes. If you haven't played Luminous, this sounds insane. It's blocks, blue and orange, we'll say. So if your ball is blue, all the oranges go to the top, and you can just keep building up and building off it.
Sorry.
And you can sort of you want to make it a big square, and you kind of if you do that, that'll include everything in the burst, and then all that stuff explodes, and then the orange stuff comes back.
Yes.
And,
so
and then you might get another combo from that. It's
Yeah, so let's say you get the big blow up thing, and then all the oranges fall down, and they're all connected, and then maybe sometimes you get one of those little crosses that connects all of the same color, and then you just clear out the whole fucking map. And so now servers are live for online. So I played a little bit online this morning when I got up, and so when you do that stuff, it throws garbage blocks at them, and the garbage blocks come in from the sides. And so if you are making matches against the garbage blocks, that's how it kind of clears it out. So had some very, very tense, very fun burst battles, they're called in multiplayer. But just the journey itself is so awesome. I can't wait to do this. This is top notch. Get a little high, get in a VR set, play the whole journey type thing.
Yeah.
Done that with Tetris Effect. I'm definitely going to be doing that with Luminous. But I have not done journey end to end yet. I've just kind of been I have one level left of it, I think. But just tremendous game. These were the right people to bring Luminous back for sure.
Yep.
I still think I don't know if I'm good. I don't know if I'm good at this. I think the 2x2 blocks just don't speak to me the way a Tetris block speaks to me, where it's
they're very different.
I feel that way. Yeah. It's not intuitive the way Tetris is intuitive, but
it's not,
until you get over the hump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right,
I think once people realize the almost timing aspect of it, of just the timeline that goes across, kind of once you figure out what that timeline is doing, that's when you kind of start realizing the strategy. Yeah, that
is very much like the windshield wiper blade of it all, where you just kind of have this micro reset. But still, I also think the scoring is it's tough for me to follow. As much as you kind of parlay all those the matching and the wiping together, and then you're all right, well, how does this translate to me being strategically smart with scoring and comboing and stuff like that? I'll just see combo stuff, and I'm I understand kind of why I got that combo, but I got it by accident.
It's based on just the number of 2x2 squares I believe you get during the in between spaces between the timelines. So let's call them waves basically. So if you can get a 16 times combo, if you get 4 2x2s or something like that. But I would say more importantly, don't worry about that. Just try to keep your board clear. Just try to put things down in places that are smart. Try to time things with the line more than anything.
Yes, that racing that smart. Is the burst is smart, and racing the reset line is really the thing I'm focusing on the most now. And I feel I've been playing this on and off for 2 months already, right? I feel we've had some level of access to this game for a while.
And it's a tremendous one for Steam Deck. And
they focused on making sure it was ready to go for Steam Deck from the go. They said that's because of the legacy of the PSP. So
yeah. I don't play this with a mouse and keyboard. It's not meant for that.
That's insane. You shouldn't be able to. You should be arrested. Yeah.
So I probably will be, but I didn't have a controller by me. In my Steam Deck, I don't know where it is. But yeah, if folks are curious, it also does the whole Tetris Effect thing of when you are shifting around the configuration of the block, it's just still going to the music, so you're still with a drum beat bang, 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 bang. And then as you drop it and everything, it's just so good. I do just want to get blazed and play this now.
It's just top notch for that. Which
just
I
be
guess
careful.
I might fall into lost better men than you doing that. So
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's a lot, man. It is a lot.
Yeah. I'm not going to my sauna and drink.
Hey,
yes,
man,
there's a massive photosensitivity warning. So if folks are,
that's what what I mean more than freaking out. It's just there's a lot of stuff flopping on screen.
There's no dehydration warning. So maybe double check if you're going to drink and go in your sauna.
I guess, is it just PlayStation? Is that the way you do it? Because it's not on Oculus, right? Or Meta?
What are you asking?
VR.
Playing in VR.
For VR.
I mean, is it not Steam VR? Because then you could just stream it to your Oculus.
I guess you could just do that Steam VR link thing. Yeah.
I mean, it works great.
Just get the PSVR 2 out.
Yeah, just get that PSVR out and strap it on your face. I feel I play this thing in my family room sometimes, and at the end of a session, my eyes are blurry and teary.
Yeah,
and I'm that's the good stuff. Let me tell you.
That's that nugget vision
coming out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, hey, maybe I don't put this directly on my face. I feel it being 10 feet away is enough of a workout for my
No,
eyeballs.
I want it in my veins. Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
all right. Good luck.
Luminous Arise. It's out now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Multiplayer is up and running. That's been
Okay.
fun to do. I'll do more of that tonight.
Another thing that is out now and has been out that we've had access to is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Oh, it's so fucking good, Grub. You and I were talking somewhere about we've been watching the documentary stuff, and like we played a lot of the game at the Bombathon. I think we broke that out. If you want to see the Mortal Kombat tournament we did with Benny and Alex, which was a highlight of the Bombathon, I think. But obviously that's not the place to watch the documentaries. So I've been just kind of going through that, and it turns out, like, I've never really understood the appeal of video game documentaries, even though Ben Hansen's been yelling at me about the Double Fine thing for like 15 years.
That's really good too.
I just have to like the games. I don't care about Double Fine. I love Mortal Kombat. So it's like, this is fascinating shit. Namely, I mean, it's all great, but Grub, we were talking about, they fucking got on camera the moment that is it Daniel Pesina plays Scorpion and Johnny Cage and Sub-Zero, but he's in the Scorpion outfit and they're doing the, like, it's not really mocap. They're just kind of like taking the footage.
I mean,
frames,
it's frame capture. Yeah.
Yeah. The frame capture stuff. So it's him, on set basically. And they're just getting him to do punches and stuff. And they're like, oh, you want to try a different stance for Sub-Zero and stuff like that? Like, all this stuff is fascinating. And then Ed Boon, like a 20-something-year-old Ed Boon, they have the footage of him being like, oh, you know what would be badass? What if you had you could throw like a spear into someone and they had a rope on it and you could like pull it back. Like, you see the moment he brings up that idea and there's like 2 seconds between him coming up with the idea and suddenly Scorpion in costume doing the move you've seen a billion times, like the most iconic Mortal Kombat move ever. It's, oh man, all this footage, all these interviews are great. And that most of these fucking dudes are like still at NetherRealm. Dan Forden
great.
just retired.
Retired.
Like, yeah, it's like, this is just dudes that didn't have corporate bullshit holding them down in terms of ideas. You just saw a bunch of guys in an office in Chicago that were having cool ass ideas. And they were talking about like certain fatalities and stuff, like the Sub-Zero spine rip they just took from Predator. And they're like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be too much. And they're like, a midway guy came in and like peeked his head in the room. Was like, badass. And it's like,
Yeah.
like, that's how games should be made. That's great.
Yep. The Chicago-ness of the documentary and the setting and where all those guys are from really comes through. And I was saying that somewhere else, like, that's just a city I love, and the Midwest being represented so hard in video games. It's like, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat's a product of just like the culture I come from, and they'll be like, what would be cool, and then so that to see that then represented in the moment they could have shown it, to capture that specific move from the history of Mortal Kombat. It's like, holy crap, what a cool thing. I'm so glad Mortal Kombat exists and was doing things this way, and that we get to see it all. It's a really well done thing.
You see footage from when they would take the test, like arcade cabinet, and they would just bring it to this place in Chicago and set it down. They'd put like a new game thing on it. And like they would basically incognito, because they didn't know John Tobias and Ed Boon. The guys just kind of like standing there and watching people try it out. And like when we realized, like, Ed Boon would go up and just like, they just thought he was another guy, and he would do a fatality and just like walk away. And we're like, whoa, how did he do that? Like that mystery around Mortal Kombat that, like, I feel like I was born in 84. So that was the time before the internet, where it's like that early 90s where people were not looking up codes and stuff on the internet, where like that could exist, where they could bury secrets and stuff. And it's like, even on the home console ones, where it's like, okay, 1 in 300 times when you go onto this question mark space on the ladder in Mortal Kombat 2, you're just like playing Pong or whatever, like weird shit like that. And you wouldn't know it right away. Stuff like, reptiles showing up in the pit and people trying to figure out how to fight them. And like, I'm very nostalgic for that series in particular, and that really encapsulates that time before the internet kind of like ruined all the mystery,
Yeah, I was like thinking like I would put up being 12 in 1995 like against anyone else's year being 12. I think it's like that's the one thing I have. And then things weren't great after that, but hey, in that moment things were fantastic. And it's like, oh, this also captures that like anything is possible. We have all this new technology. We're kind of just figuring it out. And they kind of immediately became the masters of that frame capture stuff and just making silly things look fun and cool and kind of badass. Yeah, man. And I wasn't even a super huge Mortal Kombat guy at the time back in the 90s. I was a Street Fighter guy. But it's like still like seeing that history, be like, oh yeah, no, this was also awesome. I'm so glad they were doing things their own way in a different way than everyone else was developing games, and seeing that reflected on screen rules.
If they can do this real quick, if they can do this with the technology that they had then, with everything we have now, we can just
we could probably, yes.
something.
We could definitely frame
right?
capture some stuff. Yes.
Make a Mortal Kombat. Oh, Jesus.
Or
Make a
whatever.
fighting game. We'll make a
Because
fighting
they were
game.
just frame by frame cleaning this. It wasn't even like a green screen they were working off of. Like,
Nope.
weren't they just bringing it in and just cleaning up every individual
They were
frame?
they had to make the tools themselves, and of course there was like Eugene Jarvis and some other guys were like actually responsible for making the tools for some other games right before that, and they got to like use it. But there wasn't like Photoshop. They were just kind of figuring this stuff off on figuring this stuff out on the fly.
Before
it's like, they've just got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got like Sonya there in full gear and just be like, can you do a thing where you kind of like flip over and have your legs go over? And it's like, yeah, okay, I'll try that. Like just telling these like stunt people to like, can you do a thing where it's like you're raiding and you do a thing? It's like,
look disinterested, to be honest.
Sonya?
Oh, yeah.
Sonya was kind of like, yeah, I can do that,
Just like,
whatever.
it's a job. It's a job. Whatever. You know, that kind of thing.
Seen Raiden do the torpedo with like 1 foot fully planted. Like,
Yeah.
I think the doc is like almost worth the price of admission.
Sure,
Like,
it
I think
absolutely
it's,
is.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I think it's so compelling. I think Mortal Kombat exists in this sort of like enigmatic space for me as a young person, because I'll be honest, I was like a little scared of it. I was like 11, I think, when I first started hearing about it, or 12, and I was sort of just like, what the fuck is this like fucking murder game? Like, what's going on? You know, and it had with that came a lot of intrigue, and you know, I mean, it was more above average in terms of like sensitivity back then, but I think it became this like very elusive and like mysterious black box for me, and I think without it I would not have been drawn to, like, you know, when it had its console debut, and that was like such a big deal to me because it was like forbidden, taboo kind of thing. Watching this doc has really like picked a lot of those scabs in a good way, for sure.
I mean, if we're talking like formative moments with video games, like Mount Rushmore for me personally, it's like playing Metal Gear Solid, playing Mario 64. And when I was, 91, I was 7. I remember my cousin, who was 2 years older than me, he took me to his dad's, like he ran like a gas station basically. And he always had 2 arcade machines and 1 pinball machine. So it's typically Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, and Addams Family, or the Terminator pinball machine.
There you go.
And so every Wednesday, my grandma would pick us up and we'd go there and she'd let us have some quarters and we'd go play games. And the day we went in, they had Mortal Kombat for the first time. Matt, my cousin, like went up and he did Scorpion's Fatality. And I'm 7 years old and I'm like, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. And then he did Sub-Zero Spine Rip, and it's like literal like jaw dropping. So then it became this thing that like that winter we would go to the gas station. We would buy red Slurpees at his dad's gas station, and then we would go to my grandma's front lawn and play Mortal Kombat. And like I would do an uppercut, and we would throw the red Slurpee on the snow so it looked like blood was staining all around us. Like I went to the principal for fucking like drawing Raiden's fatality and just like blood covering the whole page and everything. And like the nun saw it, and it was like, you need to go to the principal. Like all this like classic Mortal Kombat stuff at the right age, and just it was just the coolest shit ever.
Tell me you would not watch an entire season of Young Daniel. Like, I would watch that shit. I mean, it should be a cartoon maybe also, but holy shit, I would be all about that. Your misadventures. What a delight.
It did not get cooler than those early days of Mortal Kombat. And like, I'm still working through there's a lot of footage and a lot of documentary stuff.
So much.
I'm still like getting near the end of the arcade MK1 stuff. And I know it's going to go into the console stuff and Mortal Monday and then 2 and 3. And
it's awesome. It really is.
And I think you're right, Dan, that caring about these games goes a long way. I think that's not just specific for you, but definitely true for you. I think if there's anyone that's like, I never cared about Mortal Kombat, will this give me appreciation for it? Yes, it will.
Cool.
This and that, the same thing's true for like the Atari 50 thing and all that other stuff. If you're like open to that sort of thing, these games will deliver on giving you the history and all the anecdotes and the emotion of like when the guys like years later found one of the original computer space arcade machines sitting on the side of the road in California. And they're just like, we're going to go get this thing. And it's like that sort of stuff is in this Mortal Kombat one as well. And they do a really good job of sort of conveying why it's important.
Lovely, lovely, fantastic. Folks, that almost does it for video game talk, because I'm just going to plant a little seed, give a little tease to y'all at home, because one of us has played, well, I guess 2 of us have played Metroid Prime 4, and we'll be talking about it this Friday. That's right. We're going to have a little preview, got some impressions to share.
It's about all we can say.
About all we can say.
That's about all we can say.
Mikey, calm
Friday,
down.
we will talk. Are you okay, Mike? You should come. You should come, and we'll talk together.
Oh, I guess. Okay, we'll do that.
Come to the recording,
guy.
Michael.
What is-
God.
Jesus, not everything is my God.
All right,
he's
go.
ashamed. He's facing the wall.
Michael.
The Blair Mitch Project.
You're gonna come, and we're gonna talk about Metroid Prime 4: Beyond. Okay?
All right, folks, we're going to go take a quick break, and then Jeff Grubb will be back with the news. In the meantime, we're going to shame Mike for everything that he has done so far.
Bad
today.
Mikey. Jan, you taught me to overcome my fear of sharp objects. I want to teach you how to overcome your fear of saving money.
No, I don't want to. I will only ever pay the manufactured suggested retail price.
Stop. You don't have to live this way because now there's Deku Deals.
The double D?
That's right. Deku Deals is the best way to find deals on any major gaming platform or store.
I don't want no bunk out-of-date coupon code, Grub.
It's nothing like that. Deku Deals has both the hottest and the freshest deals updated constantly. It's also just added Steam support with a super simple page to find bundles for Steam code.
Ooh, I just found the Mist and Riven Complete collection for $8 on Humble using Deku Deals right now.
I also use Deku Deals to build an add and share wish list. You can even use it to keep track of your collection.
You know what? I think we should all build some lists and host them on DekuDeals.com/giantbomb.
And if listeners go to DekuDeals.com/giantbomb, they can vote to make us play a game on the November 21st episode of Unprofessional Fridays.
Learn more at DekuDeals.com/giantbomb. we were just talking about teasing some teases for later in the week, but sooner than that, perhaps tomorrow even, we got another video. So you should pay attention to wherever we post videos, whether that
Tell
be
us
the
all the
website.
details now.
No, you it's not going to work. You can't have it. No.
You know
Shit.
what? Grub,
That's how I get most of my
Grub,
scoops. It works
Grub.
way more than you would think.
You can see it tonight, Grub.
Thanks.
Me and Jan traveled together again.
Yep.
Thanks.
I
Lovely
like
time.
traveling with Jan.
I love traveling
Great
with
time.
Jan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not news to me but Jeff Grubb has news for me. Jeff Grubb.
That's right. I have the news. Let's start with news about more news. PlayStation has announced a State of Play Japan special for this week. Let's say it's going to happen today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So I think me and Mike are going to talk over it. If anyone else is around, feel free. But at the very least, it'll be us. I think this is cool. They're going to focus on Japanese games as well as other games from Asia, they said. I think that might include some of their own, but I bet there will be a lot of partner games in there as well. But I like it when Sony's like, hey, remember, we're a Japanese video game company. And while I wish that, Worldwide Studios Japan was still going, Japan Studios, at the very least, do something like this to gesture at that legacy. And this feels like that's exactly what they're doing. You guys have any expectations for this?
I mean, like they closed all the studios I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's going to be partner stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if like that means more like Resident Evil, because there's a whole Resident Evil thing coming. So we're probably not seeing that here. Yeah, I guess I'm curious what exactly this is going to mean. Like, I'd love it that it's like we're going to revive one of those classic sort of Japanese-made franchises. Like, here's a new Ape Escape finally. I don't want to set my expectations that high, though.
Yeah, we already saw.
I think what I'm hoping for is like things go well so they get to that point. Sorry, Jan, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's too early to see anything about like the new Silent Hill remaster, but that's not even gonna be
the remake of one. No,
yeah, but that's by Bloober, so it wouldn't show up here anyway.
There's like there's maybe some other Silent Hill thing. Someone said like Annapurna. Were they doing a Silent Hill thing?
There's one more. Yeah, there's like one other Silent Hill project aside from the remake. We haven't heard about it. Forget its name.
Tokon will probably be there.
Yeah,
cool.
Reveal a character for Tokon for sure.
Yes,
for 2. I'm gonna chat at Ridge Racer, so now I'm actually gonna lodge onto that and just hope desperately that we'll get some Ridgies and some Racies.
Would we potentially see anything from Square at all?
I mean,
Kingdom Hearts 4.
I don't want to say Kingdom Hearts 4 because every time I say it, I feel like it gets pushed back 12 years.
Sure.
Yeah, I just like, is this big enough for that? I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see anything. We can see something from Square Enix. I don't know, but it's gonna be like Kingdom Hearts 4, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3.
I have a question. Where did all the Tango GameWorks people land?
They got purchased by Krafton, the PUBG company.
Did they close the studio?
The studio got closed by Microsoft.
Oh.
And then Krafton showed up and was like, hey, we'll buy, what is the rhythm action game?
Hi-Fi Rush?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah,
yes.
Hi-Fi Rush.
We'll buy Hi-Fi Rush and the studio so that the studio can make a new thing in Hi-Fi Rush universe. And so that's where they're at.
Ghostwire Tokyo? Am I getting that mixed up?
That's
Sounds
Ghostwire
good.
Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no more spooky stuff is what you're saying.
It doesn't seem, because I don't know if, I don't think Microsoft sold the Evil Within. Is that what those games are called? Yeah, I don't think Microsoft sold Evil Within to Krafton. Maybe they sold Ghostwire Tokyo, but I don't think they're interested in that. They're interested in Hi-Fi Rush, at least so far.
Okay.
Nintendo Direct confirmed for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So we have a PlayStation State of Play and a Direct. They did say that this Direct, which is happening Wednesday, November 12th, so that's tomorrow, as of the time that we're recording this, that'll be at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. GMT. They said this won't have video game announcements, which, okay. So it's just kind of, they're probably going to show off the first real trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And cool. Yeah, they did this before. You guys expecting any sort of jaw-dropping moments, like the moment you learned Chris Pratt was going to be Mario?
No, Nintendo's just so weird because they don't have to have a whole Direct. Just put the trailer out, yo.
I want to have bets right now. Is Yoshi going to be a fully voiced character? Or is he just going to make Yoshi noises?
Yoshi noises.
I say Yoshi noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would almost seem a bridge too far.
The
if they just
cartoon
gave
had him
like a
talking back in the day.
degree. Yeah.
Right? They haven't announced a voice for Yoshi, right?
No. They're
I'm
going
gonna
to
say-
probably announce some voices. We're going to get the Rosalina voice actress probably here, right?
Yoshi's going to be Jeremy Irons.
Okay, I would like
now
that.
I'm on board.
Ooh, Spaceship
Yeah.
Earth's Jeremy Irons. Yeah. Do you guys see the Pillsbury cookie company
Yeah.
leaked the
It was
Yoshi
on-
design?
He was
Good luck,
yesterday.
Yoshi.
Yeah,
I like that
Yoshi
Yoshi.
looks good.
Wait, what happened?
We had it on the
Pillsbury-
news show
Pillsbury
yesterday. Does no one watch other shows on this website?
I was traveling.
Pillsbury leaked the design of
Yes.
the Yoshi.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on
yeah.
a Yoshi cookie box.
That's
And a
cool.
Bowser Jr. Stamp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Bowser
how do
Jr.
you
will
fuck-
probably feature into this movie heavily,
Is
which
that
is
kind of
surprising.
Yeah, but nobody's fucked up the design of Yoshi.
It's hard to do. He's pretty cute. Man, how's Bowser Jr. just show up? Does like Bowser be like, oh, right, my son that I forgot to acknowledge in the last one?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Bowser, yeah.
And
He
then
was off to
and-
boarding
yeah.
school.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. He's home for
The
winter
summer.
or summer break.
I saw
they won't,
chat-
and they won't bring up the fact that he doesn't have a mom. That just won't come up. They just won't mention
Well, he's got questions about his mom based on Sunshine. But-
Yeah, right.
Grub, I saw during your show, somebody in the chat said, is Bowser Jr. going to make a 6-7 joke? And some people thought he would. And I'll say it. If he does, if Bowser Jr. makes a 6-7 reference, I will never play another Nintendo game.
it. Okay, all right.
There's still
Dan,
time.
It's not, Dan, that is not a 0% chance.
No,
Yeah,
I
Nintendo-
Be careful.
I said it was like a
Nintendo.
5% chance that he says
gonna
that
have
Bowser Jr.
An
says it.
It's
opportunity
not going to happen.
to do the funniest thing.
Chris
Not gonna happen.
Son, if you are listening, get back in the VO booth.
Not going to happen.
That-
Man.
The odds
They
are
wouldn't. Nintendo was better than that.
odds
And,
are
and
they
Dan's a
will
man of his
not do
word.
that.
He's still digesting hat to this day.
yeah,
so.
as ever very famously eater of hats.
Yeah. You know what's weird is that the Yoshi design looked great. What was more upsetting to me on the Pillsbury thing was seeing the movie Chris Pratt Mario doing the Mario Galaxy flying pose from that box art. I'm like,
Yeah.
this looks weird. I'll get
Yeah,
used to it.
I have a canonical idea in my head of what that looks like. You're right, and anything that's off is like it feels like the uncanny valley is happening to Mario here.
There's like they released a teaser trailer along with the announcement of this direct, and it is like Toads on the water for like the Starlight Festival or whatever it is that does happen in the game. So it is interesting. Like we are adapting that one already.
Yeah.
And
You
it makes
guys-
sense because you do get Yoshi, you get Rosalina, you get a bunch of new characters and toys. Yeah.
If we get a voice for Yoshi, genuinely, besides Jeremy Irons, who would y'all want?
Chat said Ben Schwartz. I'm like, that sounds right.
No,
No,
they
that'd be
can't have Ben
funny.
Schwartz. He's in
No,
Sonic.
Why?
it's Sonic.
That would be fucked up.
Oh,
John Malkovich, please. Thank you.
Here's my pick, Jenny Slate.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a great one.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it because she already sounds
true.
like Yoshi? Is
Yeah.
that
Yes,
why?
exactly.
Get Kevin Butler so Sony could sue him again.
If you can't
it's
get
it's
if you can't get Ben
It's Jenny
Schwartz, get Jenny Slate, his sister, so they can just Yoshi, please.
yeah.
yeah, it's Jenny Slate, but it's only using clips of her voice from hosting the YouTube Comedy Awards.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
No one's
It's
ever
true.
tried to keep something on the rails more than her in that moment.
Poor Jay Slate. It's
admirable.
usually has to be like I'm like a non-reverend goofball, and like she's trying to hold it together against Norm Macdonald.
Jenny Slate. Now I'm thinking Kristen Shaw for Yoshi.
Oh, that'd be good.
I could see it. I could see it.
Kristen Shaw for Bowser Jr. would go so
Oh
hard.
my God. Yeah.
That's actually she could do that. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
I kind of love Bowser Jr. Like, I think I was anti Bowser Jr. at first because they really retconned the Koopalings, and I really love the Koopalings.
It wasn't Bowser Jr.'s fault though. Don't take it out on him. What happened to the
Bowser
Koopalings?
just decided that these 7 children weren't his kids anymore, basically.
He's a bad guy. Bad dad.
And then he had a
Bad
new
dad.
favorite son. But the Koopaling, I want a Koopaling revival. When was
They
the last time we
did.
really saw them?
No, they had a
was it in
huge revival.
3D?
They were in all of the new Mario Brothers games that got put into Smash Brothers. You know what?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
brought
those
them
Smash
back.
Brothers
I
collectibles.
used to think what you thought. I wanted them back. Then they came back, and I got tired of them pretty quickly.
What are you talking? They have silly names. They look goofy. Some of them have
Yeah.
sunglasses.
They have bad issues because there were 7 of them, and then the dad named the 8th kid Bowser Jr. What does that do to somebody?
They're all named after like Roy Orbison and like Lemmy from Motorhead.
Just Bowser's dirtbag years naming kids.
Wendy O.
Yeah.
Ludwig von is in there.
I do like Ludwig. That's my favorite. I like him.
They're cool.
That is weird, though.
I guess we'll find out the answers to all these questions and more on Wednesday for the Nintendo Direct covering the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Man, I'm just looking at pictures of Koopalings. This makes me happy.
That movie's out in April.
Good for you.
Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed again to the end of 2026. And that happened within the last 7 days. I was surprised to be like, oh, yeah, it feels like it happened forever ago. This is another delay. It's now coming out November 19th. I said somewhere, I think when we first talked about this on Game Mess Mornings, that this doesn't even feel like a real delay because for them, it's so easy to move this because it's in the same fiscal year. You aren't moving it past Christmas. It honestly might do even better in this slot. So for them, it's like this doesn't feel like a negative in any way, and they get more time to make the game better. So I wasn't surprised at all to learn that this had happened. There could still be more delays, but I feel like at this point, it's a little less likely.
If you're even convinced that it will come out in 2026, then sure.
I mean, it could easily move to March of 2027, very easily, because that would again still be the same fiscal year. But yeah, the reasons for it, they basically are saying that we want to make sure that the launch goes perfectly. We don't want to ruin any chance or risk any chance that this game will not be accepted as one of the best games ever made when it comes out, and we don't want any backlash. So they're trying to nail it down with this initial launch.
And perhaps they're just trying to hope other negative stories surrounding Rockstar just gets covered up.
Yeah, the timing of this was right before their earnings report, but they also laid off about 30 to 40 people, fired 40 people because of gross misconduct is their claim. And what is that gross misconduct? They were talking openly about their business, which I guess Rockstar was arguing is a violation of the NDA, but they were talking about that in a Discord about their business because it was a place where they were organizing for labor so that they could all be in a union. And so the expectation here is Rockstar fired a bunch of people for trying to form or to strengthen the union that exists. The maybe notable thing there is the number of people in the union that relates to Rockstar past a certain threshold in the UK, where it's like now the Rockstar will be forced because it's over this number to have collective bargaining talks with this group. Well, I bet these firings put it back below that number, which maybe a little suspicious. But yeah, that definitely happened and then got buried by this news that Grand Theft Auto 6 was being delayed. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra also delayed. They have not given it a new date. It was supposed to come out in early 2026. All they're saying it is now coming beyond that date. This is a game that feels like it's not real. Is what I say every time we talk about it.
Is this the one with a Black Panther in it?
Yes, this is Black Panther and Captain America it is Captain America, right? In World War II. So it's not the Black Panther game from EA, which I think that's the one that got canceled. Okay. This is the separate game from Amy Hennig's team and Skydance. So Larry Ellison's money is behind this, and it is going to be like an Uncharted but with these two characters. It's hard to say. We don't really know much. The only place this game's ever really shown up is an Unreal Engine event where like the technology of the game was shown off because it's using Unreal Engine. Beyond that, we just haven't seen much about it.
Yeah, there was a trailer from what feels like years ago at this point. And that's I don't know. It's just very confusing.
Yep, we'll see if that gets like a new date or when that reemerges. I'll say this game, there's a handful of games that are in this weird spot of they were too big or too close or sort of the only bet that some of these companies had. So they aren't part of that batch of games that's been getting canceled. But there was quite a few of those recently where all these companies were pulling back. Like Perfect Dark got canceled. Like there's a lot of stuff in that bucket. This game feels like the next bucket over, which is this game and a lot of other companies probably would have been canceled by now, but the companies now instead probably just trying to hedge their bets and figure out exactly what it is and maybe try to get it out the door instead.
It worked for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
it just seems the idea of canceling another aiming headed game just seems so rude to me at this point. She hasn't been able to release a game that she's had a big role in since the PS3 era.
Yeah,
it's just
insane.
ridiculous.
Jesus.
All right, let's keep going here. 4 years into the 10-year plan, Halo Infinite is officially ending major updates. That's wild. That game's only 4 years old. It feels much older.
Wow,
than
it
that.
feels
Jeez, that's
a lot older.
Supposed to have a
Is
10-year
that-
plan. Yeah.
Does that include when it got delayed? Is that 4 years?
I
Oh yeah,
think
because
so.
it was supposed to be a launch game for the series.
X,
series.
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
the series? God,
Yeah, you're right.
The series. Yeah.
So I guess when you
Yeah,
put it
they
like
got
that,
pushed
I guess
a year.
I guess it came out in 2021 then. Yeah, wild. So yeah, anyway, they are ending development for that game. It's getting one more major update. And then next year we'll get Halo Campaign Evolved, which is the remake of the campaign of the first game. And that obviously begs the question, Halo is a famous multiplayer series. What will be the replacement in terms of where do you point people now to go play Halo multiplayer? Well, obviously they must have something to answer that coming soon as well. It won't be part of that campaign Evolved. That's just the campaign. So they'll have a chance to announce whatever that is, but clearly they're getting ready to move on. Halo Infinite, that was such a weird situation because now we're at a point where everyone kind of talks about it. It's like, I like that game. And then they're like, well, why didn't anyone play it? It's just because it didn't have immediate massive gobs of oncoming content at all times because they just couldn't figure out the engine. So they're using Unreal Engine this time. Hopefully that will address that and they'll be able to figure it out. But I don't know. What do you do? Is it going to just feel like Halo Infinite again? I don't know what you do with Halo. Do you guys have any insight?
No idea. Put the Simpsons in it.
Yeah, just put them in Fortnite.
Yeah, change the whole Fortnite map into Halo, and I don't know. How do you get
I don't know
back?
what you do. Because, I mean, I really liked Infinite, right? And, boy, people just, the vibe around it got so bad so quickly and there were faults, so it's hard to just make a lot of content for a game like that. So how do you somehow smooth out that process? I mean, they're going to try AI, and that's my fear, is that the next Halo is this is going to be Microsoft's
Powered
big,
by Cortana.
Right. It's going to be a lot of that BS.
It didn't even turn out well in the game.
No,
Right.
or Windows.
I just think there is a certain amount of rust on Halo that you just can't polish off. And whether that's brand rot or whatever it is, there's just something about that franchise that has not been able to generationally continue its momentum for whatever reason.
Do y'all think it is going to go by the ways of Medal of Honor?
I don't think so.
Medal of Honor wasn't Medal of Honor. Halo's has a much longer legacy than Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
For sure, but
Medal of Honor never got
not able to adapt.
I think it's I don't know. I think it's too big. I think they'll figure something out. Probably. I mean, it seems like Battlefield was dead, and then it just kind of takes one game to suddenly give people what they want, basically, and all of a sudden Battlefield is huge again. I don't think Halo's going away or anything. Though, even if the next one doesn't work again somehow, and even the one after that, Microsoft will have the funds to brute force it eventually.
I think
you're
the
right.
next one's going to hit when people are ready and receptive toward a new Halo. So I think it'll have a chance.
I think it's one of those things that it's we got to put it on the shelf for a little bit.
Give it to Bungie.
You know, like you do with the.
They're not working on anything
with the secret recipe. You know,
it's a Bungie do it. Yeah.
And then when the time's right, it'll be fine.
All right, 7 years. This is more, hey, what's going on with Microsoft stuff? 7 years after it was announced, The Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long way off, Todd Howard says. Basically, he's like, yeah, we're working on it. We have Fallout stuff happening. There's probably a Fallout 3 remaster being done, just like Oblivion. He didn't say that part, but that seems to be what he's suggesting. But then, the team is working in earnest on the next Elder Scrolls game. but I think he's also kind of suggesting we really did just finish Starfield. And so now it's
bad.
Oh,
You
boy.
had to think about what the name of it was.
Right. Well, they had all those expansions to make for Starfield that were just eaten up, right?
And I think they still right. That first one was very negatively received by everyone except for Greg Miller. And then the next one, I think the next one's still
really
coming.
weighing into Greg today, huh?
I didn't mean to. Grub meant to.
Yeah, no, let's directly attack that man. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing.
I have physically attacked him.
So we'll see this game at some point still. Obviously, they're going to make another Elder Scrolls, but are we talking 2028 or 2030 or
Don't say
what?
2030. You shut the hell up.
It could easily be 2030.
Yeah, but it's just it's just wild again that we went from getting Oblivion and Skyrim on the same console to just we're talking about 2030 when the last one happened.
But Mike, every time the Starfield would come up, I'd be like, I think it's a bad idea. And you'd be like, no, they need to try something new.
That was me. I was always like, they should not be making a Starfield. What is this? Everyone's like, they need to do new things in the industry. It's great. Well, there you go. You got your fucking bad space version of Fallout. And it was awful and looked like crap. And that's one of the reasons why this game's going to take so long, because it's going to take them forever to either update their aging technology.
That's what Starfield was supposed to be, though.
Right. And it was only because I had to assume so much energy had to go into the BS of randomly generating these planets, which I bet was technically impressive in some way, but was not fun or interesting anyway. And then developing all of these systems like space combat and base building, all of which exist in absolute microcosms that don't interact with each other in any meaningful way whatsoever. They probably spent hundreds of, maybe thousands of hours of manpower to create this thing where you get to make your own spaceship, only so that I can complete a mandatory side mission and get a better one anyway. So I guess I'll just fucking use that. I'm sorry, Starfield's bad.
You can tell Mike's getting real hot when he's like, he does the thing where he looks off into the distance and he's talking with his hands
The
up.
surrender
like,
cobra.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know where he's
blocking
looking,
out, no, he's
but-
blocking out the voices. He's apologizing to God
right.
and
He's
Thomas.
Sure. That makes sense.
So anyway, Starfield seemed like a misstep.
Yeah, it was a misstep, and I don't know how you rebound with Elder Scrolls 6 because the expectations are going to be
They're astronomical.
so
now.
ridiculously. It's not even a matter of just following up Skyrim. It's a matter of now competing with what people like about like some of the big RPGs, like Baldur's Gate or even Witcher 3 and stuff like that, and trying to do that with what people are expecting production wise. Good luck.
What is Post Malone doing? Didn't he tease it, or is he was just super
Starfield?
jazzed about it? No, Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh.
I think he's
What does Post Malone have to do with it?
I think he is jazzed. I think he did mention this is one of his games.
Yeah.
God, but he was just involved in another game recently. He came up when I mentioned it. Someone's like Post Malone's game, and I can't remember what that game was. Anyway, fans believe that a new Crash Team Racing game could be in the works. Beanox, the studio behind Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, could be working on a new game in the series. This all emerged due to a new profile image that the company used, which featured Crash Bandicoot in his cart, but it's the Crash Bandicoot 4 model, which was not Nitro Fueled. So people are like, oh, is this a new Crash Team Racing where they're going to use the new model for Crash Bandicoot? And I think that that's probably going to happen because that last game sold like 10 million copies. And I think they're like, hey, maybe we should do another kart racing game featuring Crash, especially since that team, I think it was Beanox that did that Crash Party Bash weird, bad multiplayer game. And it's like,
Bash?
That game was kind of fun.
It's fine. It's better than Sonic Shuffle.
Not Crash. Not Crash Bash.
No. We're talking about very recent. Remember, they made a kind of a MOBA with Crash Bandicoot?
That weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad as in it was a really poor choice.
Business-wise, terrible decision.
Although maybe now, people really wanted to like Sonic Racing because they were disappointed by Mario Kart World. So maybe now is a good time for Crash Team Racing. A lot of people loved it.
CTR is great. People loved the remake, and the remake sold very well, I believe.
10 million copies. Yeah.
Yeah. So, absolutely. Why not do another one of those? It's just.
So I think it is happening because of those factors. Like it sold well, and that last Crash thing was mean to do to Beanox. I don't know.
Diddy Kong Racing. Chuck in the chat is right. Bring back Diddy Kong Racing. Give us an adventure mode with boss fights and a kart racer, please.
It's great.
They
They
made
still
the
not
DS
put that on
one, that wasn't
NSO. That's still not on
Diddy Kong
NSO.
Racing's not on there yet? Man.
I don't
No.
think so.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
did anyone check out the Kirby Air Ride demo thing?
No,
I was
there's another
traveling,
one this
I missed
weekend.
it. Okay, I want
Okay.
to play this weekend.
I need a few more hours of directs before I dive in. I'm
Okay,
going to be
fair.
too confused otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening here with this.
Yeah.
You got to get your
game.
hours in. It's a licensing thing. Yeah. All right. So Crash Team Racing probably happening. Here's another game that's probably happening. EA remains committed. A BioWare blog says to dispel rumors and reassure fans about Mass Effect 5 and the fact that it is still coming. Mike Gambo, who's basically in charge over there, especially in charge of that game, did an update on N7 Day, November 7th, which is the unofficial Mass Effect holiday. They were like, hey, yeah, we're still really working on this, and everyone involved that is important to making sure that this will actually see the light of day is on board with this. And I still believe that. I also believe this is the last time that would be the case.
When was the last BioWare game that was generally well received?
It'd probably be Mass Effect 3 was
2010?
well, the Inquisition was well received.
Yeah, Inquisition was like a
Inquisition.
lot of places game of the year.
Yeah,
Okay.
it kind of later got reconsidered to be, a bit worse than that. But at the time it was well received. But, since then it's just been, astronomical failures with Andromeda and Anthem. And then missing the mark with the Veilguard, right? Not a terrible
Right.
game.
Veilguard didn't live up to hopes and expectations for sure.
Right. So, it definitely feels like Mass Effect 5 is do or die for Bar. It might be do and die anyways with the way things are going. But they absolutely need this one hit. And boy, it's a tall ask to try to make one of these games these days with the amount of expectations and just how ravenous that fan base is. And they have a very specific idea in their mind, I'm sure, of what they want the next Mass Effect.
And it's not like they're well set up for an obvious follow-up, right? Because they have Andromeda kind of poisoning the well a little bit. And I think they want to still respect Andromeda. So the game is going to go back to the Milky Way, and it takes place something like 400 years after the original stuff. But it does seem like they want to tie it to those original games in some way. That's a tough needle to thread. So we'll see if they're able to pull it off.
I love and respect every different group of fans for games, right? Silent Hill freaks, Kingdom Hearts freaks, whatever. The people that get super excited about when it is November 7th every year for N7 Day.
Oh, is that what it fucking is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all are
N7
such big nerds.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's just
Wow.
what? Just nerds.
Wow.
Let's get Jan an N7 hoodie. I think you joined the crew.
I thought those were really cool anyway, though. I'd take an N7 hoodie.
The aesthetics of Mass Effect are great. There's a
yeah.
lot to like about that franchise.
I love Mass Effect.
It's fantastic.
It's good 8 out of 10 series.
Okay. What would you say about March 10th, Mario Day, Jan?
That's fine.
It's fun.
Mario,
That's for cool dudes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like May 5th, that's great. May 4th,
Sure.
Yeah.
cool.
The Last of Us Day is the worst. Just like the day the pandemic happened.
That's just terrible.
Oh, like in the lore, people tried to make
it's
that
like
a thing.
making their 9/11 our day of celebration for the franchise. I
Who's
don't know.
doing that? Is that Sony?
They are.
They
The people
are.
who make the video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, Sony does that. Yeah,
I like Martin Luther King Day. That's great.
Uh-huh.
sure.
Last
I like
story
Pride
here.
Day, like the math number, March.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun, because then you can have an excuse to eat pie. I like that.
Yeah.
Claire Obscure snubbed in Grammy Video Game Soundtrack nominations. Mike, just all right, buckle up. It's okay. The 2026 Grammy nominations, her best score soundtrack for video games includes Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Secrets of the Spires DLC, Helldivers 2, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Star Wars Outlaws Wildcard and Pirates Fortune, and Sword of the Sea.
Okay, let's stop right. So you're telling me they couldn't find enough actual games that came out that they thought had pretty good soundtracks, that they were doing just the DLCs
You sound
for
upset,
the
Mike.
Ubisoft licensed games? Just because all the fucking grand people are like, well, I know what an Avatar and a Star Wars is. Indiana Jones, I know that. And then somehow Helldivers 2 and Sword of the Sea managed to sneak in there. What the hell is this bullshit? It's just, it's nothing. It's not a serious category. This is not a serious effort, whatever they're doing.
Now, of course, Christopher 10 won a Grammy before for Baba Yetu, Mike. So they know ball.
Yeah, but that wasn't a video game category.
Right.
At the time, he just won.
It was not.
Yeah, so that's why it was neat. And then they're like, well, we got to look like we're not, the old assholes that we are. So we'll have a video game soundtrack category. And it's fucking embarrassing. What the hell is this? It's like, you don't have Clear Obscure. Like, somebody in there had to be like, well, wait a moment now. You can't do this without Clear Obscure.
I think Michael O'Leary kind of gets it here, where it's like UB submits everything. Sony submitted Sword of the Sea. And I bet the people who are responsible for this game didn't know you even needed to submit. Because I didn't know that was a thing.
I thought it's just a nom or whatever.
I'm sure submissions helps, but you probably can nominate anything. But I bet the submissions go a long way toward getting those things considered more than anything that wasn't submitted.
For as much as I have my ambitions for Hollywood, and I just keep trying to plug stuff of just like, hey, put me in shit. I need Mike Minotti to be in an episode of The Chair Company.
Oh my God.
What's that?
Oh, that's perfect. That's the new Tim Robbins. So, Jan,
should he know that he's in it?
Yeah.
Or should he think it's real?
Yeah, Daniel, can you saw the last one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That I cackled very, very loudly at that one.
It's not Prestige TV, it's comedy, right? Or is it Prestige comedy?
It's weird fucking comedy.
Okay.
Surreal isn't the right word.
It's like Dada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dadaism.
Yeah, Dadaism.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
no,
really
100%. Actually, that is the best way to put it, Dan. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Salvador Dali made also a comedy.
I think you should leave
series.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something
I
happened.
to say what happened in the last one, Jan, but
I know. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone listening at home. I think the powers that be got Backlar. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he looks like he was worried about in a meeting recently. There was a man doing something with electricity. He was worried about that.
He was opening a box.
Maybe the guy came back and finished the job. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done with the news, so I'm going to hand the show back over to Jan.
Folks, we're going to take a quick bricky break. We're going to check in with Backlar to see if he fell into the internet holes and if his internet holes got wider. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all that we talk about the width of holes on this program.
Just bandwidth.
Just
Can't wait till we're
bandwidth.
past this.
Oh God, yeah, but it's going to be a different thing about his body.
Why can I forget everything, whether I want to or not? And
Except
that
for Mike's holes.
It just sucks that I know that.
All right, we'll see you right after this. These are the emails for the show. Emails. Bombcast@giantbomb.com is the email address to send your emails to. If you know where Jeff Bakalar is, please email us at bombcast@giantbomb.com. We don't know where he is. Did the internet man take him?
We have no proof of life.
War of the Worlds could be happening in New Jersey right now,
wow.
and we would have no idea.
Holy smokes. There's no way to find out. There's no way to check. We've checked all the proper places.
Yeah,
The only way to check is that Facebook
Wait,
"Are you safe" thing.
He's typing.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get back online, he says.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like him. I think the aliens already got him.
Maybe the tripods wrote that.
Oh my God. Maybe it was I was gonna try and work in War of the Worlds, but the Ice Cube one. But I don't want to think about that movie again. That was this year. Holy shit!
That's every day if you're living right.
All right. Once again, bombcast@giantbomb.com is the email address to send your emails to. First email comes from Arthur. Hello. I am conflicted. You seem like a bunch of guys who know what to do with an excess of game materials stored in boxes. Since I was a wee lad, I've collected and kept every Nintendo console and a wide selection of games for each.
Send them to me. That's what you do with them.
From the SNES onwards. I'm now in my 30s and am in possession of a collection that fills 5 large plastic boxes sequestered in the room I rent. The problem is I have very little free storage space, thanks terrible housing economy, and they're always a pain to transport every time I move. Thanks again, terrible housing economy. As it stands, they're sitting idly in tubs, never being enjoyed due to my limited time and shelving, and it's starting to feel silly. That being said, does owning a copy of Duck Dodgers, the Marvin missions for SNES, spark joy? Yes. Yes, it does. So here's a question. Do I go about selling or giving these to others to actually enjoy, or continue to cling onto them and hope I will one day be able to enjoy the collection? Thanks for all you do. Thanks for all you have done and continue to do, Arthur, from among the boxes.
Get out of your system, Dan. Go ahead.
Give me the games. Give me,
Give
me the games.
Don't give them to Dan. He's got plenty. Look,
I don't have any.
He doesn't. He's not even proud of his collection. My collection is behind me. It's right there. You can see.
Oh my goodness!
I'm displaying it right now.
You'll see it in Extra Life. Yeah.
But I don't know. I could never. I could never get rid of
put
them.
up some of your games for sale, and then if it begins to hurt, stop doing it, and then find a way to keep it. But yeah, just try to reduce it some. Like start somewhere. There's got to be something that's not Duck Dodgers quality that you are like, man, this specific one actually doesn't spark joy. Just reduce it. Try to get it down to 4 bends and go from there.
It does suck that you don't have a way to display them, because that's what makes it fun, even if you're not playing them all the time. Like just walking into this room and the first thing I see is this wall of old video games I like. It makes me happy, right? I like that. So it's rough just seeing them in boxes like that, though, for sure.
I just got a brand new Amiibo display cabinet from Facebook Marketplace, and it's delightful. I go in there and I see all my themed. It's a 3x3 grid, and there's the Smash Brothers one, there's the Animal Crossing, there's the Zelda. It looks great.
Was it specifically made for Amiibos, or it's just
No, I looked for like 2 months, and I had running searches for things that I need to be the right size for all these, and I had it measured out for this area by the fireplace, and it's perfect. You'll see.
And it's big enough for all the Amiibo or select Amiibo?
All of my Amiibo.
Wow. What is the thing? Fucking 12 feet tall?
No, but it's got like 9 chambers or whatever. It's great.
Okay.
That's my favorite Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for.
Waiting for it, yes.
I'm surprised Mike didn't make the joke first. All right. Next email comes from Mike from Loveland. Hello, crew of the Good Ship Bombcast. You've almost done it. The episode is almost done. You guys crushed it. Insightful and entertaining. Another instant classic. What's your favorite post-show snack? Love the show. Love you all. Mike from Loveland.
I got 2 that I've been into most this year. You got the Sargento Smart Breaks, which is one of the things. It's like a little plastic tub, and you pull the top off. And the one I like is it's got wheat thins, and then pepper jack cheese squares and cheddar cheese squares, and you make yourself little just snacky things. And the other ones is you got the Sabra things, where it's a dual thing, where you pop it off, and one chamber is a lot of chambers going on, is little pretzel rings, and the other one is hummus. Great little snack.
That is a good snack. I like that quite a bit. He's back.
He's Bakalar.
He's back, Lar. He's eating. We'll find out what he's eating right now for this question.
I was eating a nut. Listen.
All right.
Yeah,
okay,
guys,
buddy?
I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
no.
If you
Move to a civilized state. Oh, like Ohio.
if you were
It's
low
not
on
even the
blood
it's not even
sugar,
the state, it's
you
the
could have just
street.
eaten.
It's the street I live on. Like, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Do we need to start campaigning your internet company? Do we need to like get a grassroots movement going?
No, everyone knows. They're just a monopoly. It's
Oh,
not
no.
like,
This is bad.
Oh, it's bad again.
You froze for a sec. Oh, now
Is he
he's just.
I think he's frozen again.
He's
Oh,
fucked.
no.
He's fucked.
Seems
He's so
bad.
happy about it. Yeah.
You look okay right now,
For-
Backlor. You can complain again.
For the audio listener,
it's just it's optimum, and yeah, it's insane.
Backlar is phasing
yeah, I
in and
don't-
out of time right now.
He doesn't need the internet for his job.
No, it's a luxury.
Have you tried putting all of your stuff in the basement instead and see if it works better down there?
Yes.
Ah,
It's the level of I feel like I'm handcuffed in a way that like
right. What can you do?
I just have
about
no
it?
options, and they're the worst company on earth. It's
Have you
just-
like replaced your modem and all that stuff?
Yep.
Done. Okay.
I had some jerk off here yesterday.
Well, that's your problem. You can't be dealing with jerk offs.
Didn't do shit. Was just like everything's fine. I was like, well, thank you. You fixed it.
Your service is awful. Then it is frustrating. Like
Yeah.
I was having troubles for a bit, and it's like there's nothing I can do. This is the ISP in this area. There aren't options. But you know what? You're back now. Is a hiccup. It's great. You ate a nut,
No,
which answered a question.
It's all the time. It's all the time, and it's been so
know.
bad lately. Like, I don't know. Can you do you own like a fiber digging contractor?
I've
No.
Does your dad also do that?
No, he only works with people.
He's
He
a
just puts
body
fiber
doctor?
into people.
He's just
Yeah.
a
he
fiber
suggests
body doctor.
fiber
Right.
for people.
Right.
Not for me though. It's apparently bad for my Crohn's.
Well, it depends. Backlar, what you like snacks? What's a good snack? Post pot
my-
snack.
I like plantain chips.
Oh,
Ooh, good
Yeah.
call.
I like tostones too. I like that. I like a big nut guy. Everyone knows that. Huge,
What-
huge
what's-
nut.
Come on,
the nut?
Dan, stop laughing. Well, grow up, Dan.
Yeah, I
Why
love
don't you
nuts.
turn your head? Oh yeah, you look at the wall now. You go.
Is that, are we up to like emails? Is that where we're
Yes,
at? right
we're-
now?
we're
Emails,
emails
yeah.
Yeah.
I took a break and everything. Yeah.
I love a lot. I love Japanese snacks. I love like all that stuff
wasabi
too. All
peas.
Ooh.
yeah, give me all that. Give
You
me
know what?
like
Yeah.
melon candies, like milk melon candies. Sesame candies, peanut butter
Oh,
chocolate,
sesame.
of course.
Dude,
Yeah, I love all
Chuck
that shit.
turned me on to this thing. He brought me a
yeah.
packet, a jersey of this Boltok spicy ramen.
Mhm.
It is
Oh, yeah.
Oh right.
fucking so hot. It is like my nose was running. I was fucking sneezing. It was the good shit. It was quattro cheese Boltok ramen. So goddamn good.
What is it called? Bulldog?
Bulldog.
Bulldog.
Bulldog. Oh, Boltok's the Gears of War gun that I
It
keep-
has like
It
a
sounds like
Yeah,
a space
yeah.
ghost like villain.
Bulldog. Bulldog. Yeah.
it has a
Yeah.
Korean
That-
chicken on it.
That was going to be my answers. Is ramen. I'm kind of getting nostalgic for ramen again. So I've been eating some instant ramen, but I can't do that often. I get sleepy after I eat ramen, which I think is a bad sign.
It's all the
I think it's like-
sodium.
you think it's like, oh, you just had a salt bomb in your body go off. I'm like, okay, shit, but it's real
Yeah.
good.
It was
I,
crazy when Vinny ate all those nuggets. All the moisture in the room had been sucked out.
his
as
lips
well.
became
Yeah.
puckered and
Saturated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
too, Jan. Good job. Good work.
Hey,
I hate eating lunch before noon, so I always get lunch after the podcast. So after this, I'm usually starving, and I will run straight to Subway and get my bullshit rotisserie chicken sandwich or whatever.
I just take a
Sounds
shot.
good. Right.
Yeah.
Do you look in the mirror and
damn.
say shot o'clock?
No, I just have ISO voice recordings of each of you saying it, and then I just pick which
Oh,
one and
good.
I play it.
Cool.
Wow.
Right.
Did I
Yeah.
send you the picture? I found a buzz ball and I took a picture. I think I forgot to send it to you, Jan. I can do that now.
He's seen them.
No, but it's a picture of me with them, and I'm like, this reminds me of my friend Jan and his.
Did you find it at like the
That
wedding
happens.
venue or something? Like
No, we
where
went
was
to
it?
a liquor store.
Oh well, 'cause that's not as exciting. Because that's their
That's
natural
where they live.
habitat. So you just
Remember
like
when it
saw
doesn't
one
matter.
at the store and that, okay.
I'm like, I like my friend Jan, and I'm gonna take a picture with this buzzball for him.
Remember
There
when
it
I was
is.
in Japan and I took a picture of a buzzball and I sent it to Jam, being like, "Hey, you should come to Japan." And Discord was fucked up while I was in Japan, and it sent it like 800 times.
Yes.
Right. That's so
That was
funny.
great. Oh, look at this.
You were like, I don't know what's going on here, guys. We're like, it's more funny that you're upset about this because, of course, it bothers you. But yeah.
Oh, this is a
Jan,
good
I
picture.
sent it.
Yep, I see
It's
it.
a biggie.
It's it
Grapes
matches with
gone wild.
it matches with your shirt, Mikey. It's
Thank
it's a
you.
good look.
That's my Lily Bell shirt from the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco. You could go there today, Jan, if you wanted to.
I'll you know what? I'll take a buzzball there and I'll have a
Do
great
it.
time.
It's kind of wild that they call this Grapes Gone Wild. Aren't we not like acknowledging Girls Gone Wild anymore? That was all really bad, right? That was
You
a
think
bad
the
thing we
Buzzball
did.
company seems like a very conscientious
Hey,
business?
it's a woman-owned company, all right?
It is, yes.
So they're taking
We're
it
the
back.
most omnipresent commercials, or maybe it's just because I just watch nothing but wrestling and Comedy Central. But
No.
like from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m., it's
Yeah.
Girls Gone Wild.
I
every
saw that commercial
break.
probably 50,000 times. I don't know. It was crazy.
More than any other commercial, I think.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys get a lot of the Michael Flatley stuff too? Like the River Dance and Lord of the Dance stuff?
I got
Less
that
so.
sometimes.
Less so, yeah.
I see that a lot too. And a lot of like Shirley Temple best of things.
I think we might have been watching different things, Mike.
And the
No.
Maxwell
That was Nick at
incest
night.
coffee
That was Nick
commercials.
at night. Yeah. But which coffee commercials?
The Maxwell,
Maxwell.
incest coffee commercials.
Oh,
Right.
They were like
Oh.
Super Bowl commercials, right?
Tis the season.
Yeah.
It's like the brother comes home and
Oh,
the
okay,
sister
okay,
just
okay.
seems like super into him, and everyone's like, "This is an incest commercial." So,
Yeah. Their chemistry is not sisterly and brotherly. It's it seems romantic, and everyone was off put by it. It's very funny.
All
I was watching a
right.
bunch of Insomniac with Dave Attell, which tended to have a lot of Girls Gone
that
Wild.
had some Girls Gone Wild commercials
Yeah.
on it. Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Well, it's
yeah.
just that's the
Or
time
anything
of
on
night.
E. I watched a lot of Wild.
Oh,
Oh,
on it.
Entertainers with
Sure.
Byron Allen and
Yeah.
Egon. Was it Wild on E with Brooke Burke?
Wild on E. Well,
Wild
yes,
on
it's
E.
that, and I would watch that all the time, and that would have
Yes.
Girls Gone Wild because
I
that was
must
basically
have-
like the PG Girls Gone Wild.
Yes,
Was
yes.
Wild on.
I must have had a different host for Wild on E because that Brooke Burke doesn't sound
You
familiar
did.
to me.
You did. You know who that is? Is Steven Soderbergh's wife.
What?
And she is apparently under a pen name the writer of that Logan Lucky movie. She wrote it with
Really?
Steven Soderbergh. Yeah. And she was like the
Oh
host.
yeah, Jules Asner. Yeah,
Jules Asner. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure all that's right. If it's wrong, whatever, yell at me, but I'm pretty sure all that's right.
No,
Jen,
that's
you
not
know
who I
Brooke
had
Burke?
either.
Brooke Burke is the Skechers slip-on lady now.
Oh,
She's still working. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's an oral history of the Folgers incest ad. This is
No, it's the
great.
Folgers. My bad.
All
My
right.
apologies to Folgers for not giving them stolen valor by Maxwell for incest commercials.
Wow, how
We've
dare you?
hit
Yeah,
our
get it right.
incest quota for the podcast.
No way. We're like HBO. We can't get enough of it.
Yeah, incest is hot. We've been desensitized by normal sex. Don't you know?
We need
Apparently on
HBO
TV.
sex.
Right. Normal killing and
HBO
sex
levels
isn't
of
enough
incest.
anymore.
We're
what
gonna
have you
s-
got now?
We should just start selling bingo cards of the podcast on the store. And
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
and
The free square is the Folgers incest commercial. Weird.
please. All right. Travis Fargo writes in with 5 questions. I chose one of them. Travis asks, best video game merchant? It's got to be the RE4 guy
It's
for me.
RE4. Yeah.
Okay. I can't think of any.
Yeah.
It's
the
the
top
top
of
of
my
head, right?
Dragon Quest IV had a famous one who then starred in, I think, what was like the first mystery dungeon game, actually. Starred that dude. He's just some fat merchant guy. But I don't even remember his name, which is not a great case for him.
But Chad's got some
Beetle.
good ones. Beatles from Zelda is great.
Oh, yeah.
The Librarian in Symphony of the Night is very good, Chuck. His whole deal.
The Messenger have like there's some gimmick with the.
Yeah, there
I
was a guy
remember
in a-
liking the merchant in that.
He had like a
Yeah,
cloak,
he was a little
right?
too funny, maybe. People either like him or really dislike him. The Happy Mask Salesman's a great one for sure.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
he's great.
That's a good one. That's a top tier guy.
Yeah,
right
the way
there.
the Librarian Symphony talks, like welcome, like he was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Beetle. Yeah.
I guess they're not really merchants, but I like the dwarves in God of War 2018.
Oh,
yeah, those
Sindri
dudes.
and the other one, Sindri and the
Yeah,
Blue brother.
Nibelhelm.
They're close.
Yeah.
That counts.
Brock and
Yeah.
Sindri, right?
Smiths is kind of like almost a separate category, though. We could talk about great video game Smiths.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Do like the Meowscular chef count as a merchant from like Monster Hunter, the cat chefs.
Oh.
Because they're selling you food.
That's like chefs. I mean, he does sell food, but if you ask me what that person's job,
Chef.
I'd say chef.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
chef.
Fair enough.
Drebin in Metal Gear Solid 4, he just shows up and has a
No
monkey smoking
one
cigarettes.
else ever thinks about Drebin.
You don't?
No.
He's
I'm
got
sorry,
the monkey
Dan.
that drinks soda and smokes cigarettes.
Just look at chat. Look how chat was popping off for the last
They're
little
all
bit.
talking about Drebin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, one of them did actually bring up Drebin, so that's more than I expected. So
There you go.
How do you guys feel about the word merchant as like an insult? It's like become one where like
Really?
Really?
I remember like someone was trying to like insult Paris Lily by calling them a positivity merchant, and I think about that a lot. That's like a very funny thing to say.
Oh, is that
I think there
George-
can be a stigma attached to merchant in the
Yeah, they're
right
trying to at
context.
least. Yeah.
is this like a George Costanza jerk store thing?
Oh, I guess
Not
so.
really.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of feels
Bit of a
close.
stretch.
I'll let you have that one, Mike. All right.
Thank you.
Two more emails, and then we'll get to super chats. Josh, the Canadian in Cali, writes in, "Hey, gang, how much time has to pass before you can throw away a birthday card? Currently going on 2 weeks. I want to get rid of them, but feel odd considering there were gifts and people that, like me, spent money on them. Anxiously undecided." Josh, the Canadian in Cali.
I think the rule is if there is a personalization, like there's a nice note in there, then maybe hang on to it. I think if it's just like happy birthday and a signature, you can toss it then. You know.
Oh man, yeah, you're probably right. But guilt has compelled me to never throw away a greeting
Ever.
card, ever, never. They're just in boxes somewhere. I do have like one drawer somewhere that is just full of them because I do feel compelled. I usually don't even do that. I do them for weddings. That's about it. If it's a birthday, it's like I got you a present. I don't need to get you a card. Also, it's fine. So I don't really expect that many cards. Christmas cards are fun because you don't know. You like usually you have to take a picture for them too, right? It's like, oh, I went to Hallmark and I got this card. That's one thing. I like when like the families go and like we got a picture of ourselves and we're sending it to our friends and look at us, we're all in our red pajamas and there's a Christmas tree. I'm like, that's nice. I'll keep
Isn't
that.
that just something that people with kids do though? Like I've never known anyone that didn't have kids making Christmas cards.
I did.
No. Couples will do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay.
couples and Mike Minotti.
Yeah.
I did it for Scout. I sent one out of Scout last year.
I really, I'm sorry, this reference in chat. Sam was like, you feel guilty enough to keep the birthday cards, but you didn't go to your grandma's funeral.
See, this is how misinformation spreads. It was.
What do you mean
not my-
misinformation?
It was not his
No, it was
grandma.
his aunt.
It
It was his aunt.
Yeah.
It was
not
an
my
aunt.
grandma. It
It
wasn't
was like
even
a great aunt or something.
It was a great aunt. She was great.
I like the
loved her.
grandma story better. I'm gonna go.
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
Yeah.
mid-aunt. My
Like,
bad.
I would have gone. My dad said, "Don't," and I didn't think he was playing 4D chess with me. All right, I just
He
listened to the
wasn't,
instructions.
but a different family member must have been.
No, I don't know. Whatever. It was fine.
All right.
It's just a funny thing to say.
It is. A
I
fine
do-
thing to-
Yeah. No, I think you did the right thing, Mike. I'm on your side there. But
I was on your side as well, but just a funny, yeah.
It is
So
funny.
You, also,
It's
you can
funny.
throw away the birthday
Your
cards.
brothers weren't on
Oh
your
yeah,
side.
my brothers so super believe I was wrong, but they think they know
what do
what's
they
up.
know? What do they know?
think they know. They think they
Why-
know things.
I-
They think, ooh,
I
silly
also-
Mike.
I also dislike your aunt, so that's fine.
there you go.
She was a saint.
Why did we wind up on a video call with AJ in a suit and he looked like a lawyer that
Oh,
day?
yeah, what happened
yeah,
there?
Was
Was that
What
one of
was
those late
that?
night streams? Was it like Mike was like playing something and we all
was
like
it
showed
Hades
up? Or
2?
might have
Was
been
it?
Hades too.
Why was he on? Because we weren't on video.
Right, because he was still in
Oh,
his
right.
outfit from the funeral.
Were we getting
Right, we
Suddenly
didn't
he
see the
showed
video.
up.
Town
yeah.
hall.
Oh, it was the
town
Discord
hall.
town hall? Okay.
Oh right,
Wow.
Oh, he
yeah.
asked a question
Sure.
in the town hall. Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Last email of the show. I guess this is the problem with the show. You bring up a state or a town one time in passing, and then someone from that place will write in a passionate list of things about that place.
Oh yeah.
We talked about Vermont for like
Hell yeah.
I
minute.
defended
I want to learn about
Vermont?
Vermont. This is why we
No,
do
no,
it.
no, no.
I wanted to hear more about Vermont. I asked for Vermont information.
Well, you got it, because Nick from Vermont wrote in with a bunch of stuff, and now maybe they work for the Board of Tourism or whatever, because I'm now suddenly compelled to go to Vermont. All right. Hi, Bombers. Long time, first time. Congrats on GB going independent and a super successful bombathon. On the Bombcast last week, you guys had said to reach out to hear about Vermont. I don't remember saying that.
I said it.
I grew up in northern New Jersey, but moved up to central Vermont right after Montpelier, the capital, with my now wife 4 years ago. Here's a few things I've learned. It's great here if you like outdoor activities, hiking, skiing, disc golf, mountain biking, all great options, and you're never far from any of it. People tend to think it must be so cold here, but honestly, on average, it's about 10 to 12 degrees cooler than where I grew up in New Jersey in the winter.
Which is cold. Just to be
That
clear,
seems
that's
significant.
cold.
That seems pretty cool to me.
That's cold. It's all right. I love Vermont. Go on.
Usually about the same temperature in the summer, though for about 3 weeks less time. Well, generally, national government leaders from Vermont tend to lean more Democrat/liberal. There are huge swaths of the state that are redneck Trumpers, and frequently we end up with them in local government, including our own tiny town of about 2,000 people, unfortunately. Similarly, in my experience in these areas, you'll find lots of folks walking around strapped for no reason. Certainly not to my liking.
It's like a gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
No, just
They're
strap-ons. We
Wow,
do
that's
have...
ridiculous.
All right, everyone face the wall now.
All
Everyone.
right.
I mean, any rural. Oh shit! Sorry. any fucking rural area. Come on, like that's not exclusive.
Yeah,
to
No,
Vermont.
yeah,
this is how it goes.
No,
That's
part
just
like
America.
go 10 minutes away from me and like parts of Pacifica with a cool beach Taco Bell will have people strapped up. And strapped up to the other guy. We do have a relatively large LGBTQIA plus population. Most of our friends in the area are queer, but unfortunately, many of the programs and services available to them for support in the more rural areas have been closing down due to the orange turds' cuts to government programs. We have had an increasing issue with unhoused people, especially after 2 years ago. We were hit with a flooding that reached levels where entire towns needed to be rebuilt. The businesses have struggled, but coming back mostly smaller local mom and pop or local chains.
Right. Outside of the disc golf, I have not been hearing a lot of positives so far.
To leave on a more positive note, my favorite
Okay.
fun fact is that it is illegal to put up billboards on any road or highway in Vermont to preserve as much of the natural views and beauty as possible.
Okay.
That's cool.
Hey, Nick, maybe write in about maybe 2 or 3 more things that are good about Vermont.
Okay,
And
what's Vermont's largest
You lost
export?
the thread. Snow. Weed.
It's microelectronics.
Syrup. Oh.
They make the Ben and Jerry's there, right?
I think so. Yeah. This is-
So
There's that Delaware. I feel like Vermont and Delaware are
it's
pretty
definitely not
interchangeable.
Delaware. I
Okay.
think it's Vermont.
Sorry for the long email. Just wanted to fill y'all in. Thanks, guys. Love you, Nick from Vermont. P.S. Noah Khan is from here. If you haven't heard of him, you should check out his music. And I have. So thank you, Nick from Vermont. If any other Vermontonians, is that the right
Vermontans?
Sure.
Vermonties,
Vermontonians is better.
out there have any quick facts about Vermont? Please send them in because made me a little sad. But
Yeah,
Mike,
Vermont is dope. Just to be clear, I mean, I'm only exposed to like the skiing parts of it, but it's fucking awesome.
Can I be when you said that Montpelier is the capital of Vermont, I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
really?
I heard it in Wacko's song on Animaniacs.
I wasn't paying
Montpelier, which
attention
is
at
up
that
in
point.
Vermont. Yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
I've never been there. It's in a very north central part of the state that I've just not been to. It's close to Burlington, though, I think.
Burlington, I've heard of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
coat
know.
factory?
The coat factory and the town.
Oh, okay. Mr. Minotti, do we have any
Yes.
YouTube super chats?
We sure do. Big Fresh 37 says, which is more likely, closing BioWare or selling BioWare? I imagine closing. What do you think?
Yeah. Who would they sell it to?
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
At this point,
And EA just kind of EA closes these things. They don't
It's like-
sell them.
Right.
I feel like recently, wouldn't it, like Embracer was buying everything? Have they cooled off on that?
Yeah. I
Yes,
mean,
acquisition season has come to an end. Yes.
unless you're Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep.
So it's like, who do you think the new owners would be? So,
Is Embracer? Wait, did Saudi own Embracer?
Actually, that was one of the problems with Embracer. That the Saudi Arabian government was involved with Embracer a little bit, but then they were going to do another big $2 billion infusion, and Embracer was going we're going to keep things going, and then that fell through, and then since then Embracer has been cutting and laying people off and stuff like that.
Okay.
Simon from Saskatchewan says, ever heard of an old timey drink called Beef Fizz?
no.
No.
I'm interested.
Sounds Sounds like a threat you would say, like, come meet me in the alley. I'll give you some of this beef fizz.
I think that's an incentive for Extra Life. Is Mike's going to drink a bunch of beef fizz?
It does.
In a sauna.
Oh my gosh, it's condensed beef broth, ginger ale, and lemon juice.
That could be good. That could be good.
That's what you like. That's what you give to the workers when you don't want them to have real meals so they can keep working.
Yeah, that's protein in that, baby.
Yeah,
I know, it just sounds very upsetting.
Sounds upsetting. Cool stuff for boys says, I don't know why I think that name's funny.
It's funny.
I will sign up for premium if Grub and Minotti vow to start pronouncing Pokemon correctly instead of like boomers. All right, listen here.
I think you just said it right.
Yeah, but I sometimes I say Pokemon, I get excited. But
Wait, can we all try? Can we all go around the horn and like give it an earnest try?
Yeah, call on somebody.
This is controversial.
Let me go first because I don't want you guys to influence because they want me to get it right. I'm going to try. Sean did teach me recently, and when he said that, he's like, I also know that you don't care, and I like that. He's like, don't change. But Pokemon.
All right, I'll go Pokemon.
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 Mike?
Okay, yeah.
Pokemon. Look, I don't want to hear it. I was on the ground floor of this whole Pokemon sitch, at least, as far as America was concerned.
Sean
A?
said I nailed it. Sean said I nailed it.
Yeah, because
Is
of
it
the little
Pokemon?
accent. Because of the little accent over the E.
Right,
I'm the
okay.
Pokemon guy.
You just have to hear the theme song, right? Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Right.
Right. The accent means the E sounds like an right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be called a Pokemon boomer. I was there at the start. I was there. I went to fucking
being there
video.
in the past is not an argument against being a boomer. That's
It
the
almost
definition.
validates it.
I'm concerned that they're trying to equip me with like the parents like, my son's into Pokemon, and no, I will not.
I'm just going to lean into saying that instead. You're right.
BR Tier says, reminder that Dan wanted to use the Rascal Castle music playing nonstop and the Extra Life Noobs Hole. Man, I don't remember. I don't remember that song.
Either, but I'll write that down. I got a doc. Yeah, all right.
Great. Thanks for that one.
I know that the music in that game was atrocious.
It could also play in the sauna all the time.
It could do that.
Oh,
it's just more torture. I want to be clear about this. If I'm not feeling well in the sauna, I'm not gonna brave it out.
No. You're gonna take money off the kids' families
instead of dying. Yeah.
He's right.
I didn't know he was so weak.
Right.
Warlocks Gaming says, have any of you what?
I just like those aren't the two options. Feeling a little like not great is not you fucking dying.
Oh my god! Yeah. Just because you will put yourself in bodily harm because you think
I know
funny.
It's not gonna kill me. Yeah.
Rascal Castle
don't know.
music 24/7. I'm adding it to the doc. All right.
I don't know until something does. You're right.
Yeah, Warlocks Gaming says, have any of you seen the new Tron? F. Jared Leto, but it's the best Tron movie. I did see it.
It's the best.
It's not the best Tron movie. It's probably the worst Tron movie, but I actually did not mind it. It's fine. It was not a bad movie at all. Certainly was a weird movie. It wasn't the right movie to make, that's for sure.
I mean, but you're such a Jared Leto head that like
Shut
just really
the hell up.
He's very
skewers
similar.
it. Yeah.
Antonio Morales says, what game do you guys bust out for a get-together for both gamers and non-gamers? Is the only option Jackbox, or is there anything else out there? Jackbox is always the best option.
Jackbox has like 500 options. So,
and they could people just use their phones. Everyone's got one of those, right? So it's just it's so much better. Like you could do it. Like a Lego party now might be fun.
Play the Rift Tracks game, which is very similar, but that's one thing where the Jackbox games are 50 things.
I mean, Rock Band used to be the thing, right? Everybody would have fun with Rock Band.
May I suggest a good old card game called Flip 7, where you... I don't want to explain it because I'm just going to get too amped and jazz. It's very cheap. You could get it at a Target. It's kind of like 21, but you're flipping over cards, but if you get the same cards... you bust, and Jesus Christ, it does not help with people's perception of me of having a gambling problem.
Let's do it.
Let's see here now. Snorlaxing says, fun fact, since GTA 5 came out, Five Nights at Freddy's debuted and has released 11 games and a feature film in theaters.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
funny.
can happen in 35 years. Yeah.
And then Breezy Caesar says, how many subs for a day planned by Dan? And no one can say no. Yeah, right.
Oh, I would have ideas.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you'd have some ideas for sure. It'd be so unsafe.
I would know. I want to be like the fun, safe Jigsaw.
Then don't add the jigsaw
know.
part to it. Then don't add the
I know you-
jigsaw part.
Yeah, I know what you think you would be, but you just don't know what's safe and what's not.
No one gets actually hurt. I'm the only one who got
In your
actually hurt on
mind.
this fucking
I knew
site.
this was coming.
And
My
whose
stuff is
ideas are
considered and
those?
thought out.
Whose ideas are those where you get hurt?
What?
Actually,
well,
mostly Mary Kish's, huh?
No, I was thinking about the confetti cannon. It's always me
right.
getting hurt.
It's true. It
I
is.
make
You
sure
should
all
be
my
more
friends are
concerned.
safe. Yeah,
You
see,
should be more
nothing
concerned.
Nothing I do is unsafe.
Yeah, until I pass out in your fucking dry air sauna, dying to Fujin. Asshole, I have to bring like an extra pair of clothes now for this
Look,
bullshit.
Mike, we are all going to die, and you know that'd be a funny one.
Your arguments.
All right. All right.
It's tough, Mikey.
Is that it for Super Chats, Mikey?
That looks like that's it for Super Chats. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right. What do we got going on the rest of this week? Game S mornings popping off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Correct, Grub?
That's right.
A new season of Blight Club, the Blightning Round, starts tomorrow. It is Grub's turn at bat. Grub, initial feelings going into this new season.
Steph likes to look, and she laughed and had some awareness of it, but that could mean anything. So
I also
really
like
don't know.
the look. I think, Mike, we found a good one. The outfit.
yeah, the costume, it's right there in a bag.
Yeah,
I don't
it'll
know
be
what
fine.
it is. So
And a slight tease, but we have already also picked Dan's game, even though he goes last. So we're set on that
And
one.
we
So if you guys
picked
pick one,
Mike's.
and we picked
Wow.
Mike's game.
Yeah.
the whole lightning round is ready
Shit,
to go.
wow.
We got to get him his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause who knows how long it's going to take? Might not take long. Now, that'd be funny if Jeff's game is all secretly like a 4-episode one again.
That would be funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be. It'd be funny.
We looked into it, and like we did look at some that were like, this could go a little longer. This one seems legitimately short,
okay.
like possibly one episode.
Shouts out
Okay,
to our short
cool.
kings out there. All right. Voicemail dump truck popping off on Thursday. And then
Yeah.
Friday, we're going to have Unprofessional Fridays. We're going to do COD Blops.
Oh, yeah, wait. What's my console? I can know my console, right? Or do we not
Yeah,
do that for
it'll-
lightning
it's-
round?
I mean,
Gonna-
it's, okay, here, make sure you. Ooh, it's a weird one because I wonder if that's going to narrow it down too much.
I mean,
just
Tell you
not
what.
real.
Tell you what. Grub, get your retro arch going. Make sure to
Yeah.
boot it up, and make sure you have the cores for, let's just say, Nintendo, Sega, Sony consoles.
including handhelds.
Including handhelds.
Okay. You're right. They narrowed it down.
Maybe just handhelds.
Okay. All right. I'll get
All
ready.
right. Okay, and I think that about does it. Anyone else got anything else they want to shout out? Once again, this Saturday, Extra Life at Dan's.
Extra Life.
Gonna be popping off generally around 12 Central Time, correct?
Yeah, I think, we'll get some lunch. I think we get some Taco Bell for lunch. We eat before the
Yeah.
stream to kind of hype up, and then we'll eat the Baja Blast pie.
Yeah,
to
I'll eat the
start
pie on stream.
Yeah, we'll eat the pie to start the stream.
There we go.
And then we were gonna fucking turbo crust the place up for the Lego party. Pizza
Oh, right,
party
get to
that
try
evening.
that.
Can't wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to play Lego Party. I understand why I had to get preempted when Vinny Nauk showed up, but I wanted to play Lego Party, and I'm excited I'm going.
I was
to.
there with you, Mike, and then I'm sad that I won't be there. But once again, also shouts out to everyone that has joined Team Giant Bomb for Extra Life this year. A lot of y'all were streaming last weekend. Shouts out again to Anthony Thomas for raising a bunch of money. Also, shouts out to our friends at Main Gear, maingear.com/giantbomb. Go get yourself a PC. Don't buy Mike's faceplate. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't
Please.
do it.
Don't
No.
do it.
Is this a reverse psychology?
Reverse psychology. Yeah.
No.
yeah,
I'm just
don't
straight up
do
telling.
that.
I'm just straight up telling them don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
It's fine.
Jan's
They've been
bed looks
listening
like
so
pumpkin
far.
pie.
Yeah.
don't do
it
it.
does. Ooh, your bed looks
Oh, God.
delicious.
Oh
Yeah.
God! I just want to jump in now.
And,
Uh,
hey, Chuck still needs help with the wiki.
That's
the
right.
Wiki needs your
Wiki
help.
Street Team.
Wiki Street Team. Bombcast.com/wiki. You can get some more info. Also, if you are in the Giant Bomb Discord, go look for the Wiki Street Team channel. Help Chuckster out. Sorry, I forgot he doesn't like being called that. Help Chuck out. Also, special shouts out to Deku Deals. Go to DekuDeals.com/.
The double D?
The double D. Go make a list. Go save your money on some games. There is a cat. Is that a cat back there?
That's
I
a
can't tell.
boss.
That's
That's
a
boss.
boss. That's a boss. And that
The
about
one with
does
the
it.
smelly poop.
And that about does it for another episode of the Giant Bombcast. Hey, 1111, go make a wish or something. I don't know. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Giant Bombcast. He's been Jeff. He's been Jeff. He's been Mike. He's been Dan. You at home have been gorgeous. I've been Jan. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Giant Bombcast. Goodbye. Look at that thing
He's
spin.
14 years old today.
I'm going to get into yo-yos.